For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
Good evening and happy Friday, PBA fans. My name is Carla Lizardo Sulit, welcoming you to our live chat party for our 50th Commissioner's Cup Finals right here on our One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. Ginebra is going for a 2-0 lead in the finals today, but TNT eyes to respond in Game 2 of our PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals. In a thrilling finish to Game 1, Justin Brownlee delivers in the clutch as Ginebra lost an 18-point lead but still found a way to beat TNT. Aside from Justin Brownlee, there was also those clutch three-pointers mula kay RJ Abarrientos, back-to-back fours in the dying minutes of the game to beat TNT 102-100. And that is Ginebra's first Game 1 win in the finals since the 2023 Governor's Cup Finals, where Ginebra ultimately went on to lose to TNT in that series 4-2. But I'm sure they want to rewrite history today. They want to turn things around and go for a strong 2-0 lead here in the finals. Pero ang TNT siguradong gagawin ang lahat para makagante at maitabla ang series. Let me know who you think will win. Will it be Ginebra or TNT? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Pero pag-usapan natin yung stats from that game. How did Ginebra get that win? They were shooting really well from the three-point area. 13 out of 27 ang pumasok mula sa tres. Para naman dito sa TNT, 10 out of 28. With assists, lamang din ang Barangay Ginebra 30-17, as well as with the points of turnovers 27-18. Let's talk about the key players from both of these teams. Justin Brownlee and RJ Abarrientos, really a 1-2 punch delivering in Game 1 of the finals. They were the royal tandem with Justin Brownlee, 23 points, including the game-winning basket, 8 assists and 4 rebounds, while RJ Abarrientos had 24 points, 10 in the fourth quarter, including those back-to-back fours, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, hit 2 out of his 3 4-pointers, and again, yun yung back-to-back to be able to push them to victory in Game 1. Let's hear what RJ had to say after that victory.
I think yung the best sa team namin is yung kahit nasa down part kami ng momentum namin, kahit down kami sa team, pinukuha lang namin yung compose. Pinag-uusapan namin, communicate lang kami as a team. Make sure namin na kahit sino sa amin, point guard hanggang center, alam yung game plan namin. So, gusto ko rin i-add na sobrang nakatulong sa amin yung Rain or Shine series. Big help for us, alam mo yun, sa mga yung bounding, lahat, yung physicality, lahat, mental. Talagang na-prepare kami ng Rain or Shine. So, yun siguro yung best for us na nagamit namin ngayon sa Game 1 against Tropang.
So in the post-game press conference, RJ Abarrientos praised Barangay Ginebra's composure as they were able to regroup in time to fend off that late run by TNT in the third and fourth quarters. Another key player para dito sa Barangay Ginebra was Troy Rosario, who stepped up off the bench. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 out of 12 from the field in the Game 1 against TNT. And let's compare that to his conference averages, where he has been hitting 8.8 points per game, 7.4 rebounds, rebounds per game and 1.5 assists per game. So Troy Rosario really stepped up for Barangay Ginebra in Game 1. Let's see if he will continue to do so as the series continues. Now, maraming nanonood ng mga PBA fans from all around the world. Kung kailangan nyo magpadala ng pera sa Pilipinas, sa inyong mga loved ones, to your family, check out TapTapSend para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padala to the Philippines. Download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. And for the latest in the world of sports, please follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll be right back.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang TapTapSend at gumagamit ka ba ng TapTapSend?
Yes, TapTapSend ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang TapTapSend at gumagamit ka ba ng TapTapSend?
Yes, TapTapSend ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
again, PBA fans. It's Carla Lizardo Sulet welcoming you back to our live chat party for Game 2 of the finals ng ating 50th Commissioner's Cup. Pagkwentuhan natin ang upcoming game because the game will start at 7:30 sa mga nagtatanong sa ating live chat. Kaya pag-usapan na muna natin ang mga key players ng TNT, starting with import Chris McCullough, who had a strong outing in his first PBA finals game in 7 years. But unfortunately, they did fall short in that game by just 2 points. He had 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. And of course, he had the help of two locals in Reynam Batak and RR Pugoy. The two guards had great numbers in that game. RR Pugoy with 22 points, 10 in the fourth quarter, 4 assists, 3 out of 7 from the three-point area. Reynam Batak stepped up with 19 points, 13 in the fourth quarter, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. At kung napansin nyo ng game 1, yung TNT, meron silang patches na may number 1 on their jerseys. So we got to catch up with Jordan Heading, who told us all about it. Panurin nyo to.
Yeah, I think it was just, carrying ball along with us for the series. It really meant a lot to us that he came out here to the Philippines and was a part of our journey. And he's still a part of our journey. So we just wanted to have him here with us that way. Yeah, I mean, he's still in our team group chat, but yeah, he'll chuck me a message every now and then, and we know he's watching the games, and yeah. I'm not really sure on that part. I'm kind of just letting him do his thing. I'm sure he's super busy.
So the number 1 patch on the TNT jerseys was actually a tribute for Ball Manut Ball, their import, who got injured in the semifinal series against Meralco, who underwent his Achilles surgery a few days ago. And of course, we continue wishing him all the best and a speedy recovery. Now, my question for today sa ating kwentuhan in our live chat party, which team will shoot better from deep? Mas maganda ang shooting ng Barangay Ginebra ng Game 1 from the 3 and 4-point area. But of course, TNT is also well known for their outside shooting. So sino ang lalamang dito sa game number 2? Will it be Barangay Ginebra or TNT? Now, because the game is starting at 7:30, we have time for some quick shout-outs to all of our fans watching from all around the world and dito sa Pilipinas. Kung gusto niyo ng shout-out, just leave your name and where you are watching from. Bigyan ko kayo ng shout-out mamaya. Let's start with si Musician is watching. Sabi niya, shout-out kay Aloy watching from Dubai. We also have Jack, who's cheering for Barangay Ginebra, watching from Madrid, Spain. We also have Ryan, sabi niya, go for 2-0 Ginebra, watching from Kuwait. And we also have Lloyd, who is watching all the way from Italy. Yung mga fans natin talagang from all around the world, nakakatuwa na nakatuto kayo dito sa ating live PBA broadcast here on our One Sports YouTube channel. Thank you so much to all of you. It's going to be an exciting finals game too. And just reminding everyone that check out TapTapSend para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padala to the Philippines. Download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. This is a digital money transfer, no transfer fees to mobile banks and e-wallets. At alam ko lahat kayo super fans ng sports. For the latest in the world of sports, please follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok. Game is about to start in just a little bit. Puntahan na natin ang ating venue.
It's been great. Match-up ng TNT at ng Barangay Ginebra.
Two well-coached teams, two heavyweight teams.
Going over, takes a 4. Oh! What a shot! Final over 3. That goes for Bagoy. Ties it up. Wow!
Here's the drive. Brownlee on the attack.
Wow! Justin Brownlee being Justin Brownlee. That's the end of this game number 1, which goes to Ginebra. 1-0 first blood sa ating serye. What a game it was. The fans were treated to a good one.
And this game has been nothing less than phenomenal. We expected a hard-fought battle. Good.
As we welcome you to the Smart Araneta Coliseum for the finals of the Commissioner's Cup, usually the team that takes game 1 in the series will continue to go with what works, and the team that loses makes the major adjustments. But you know what? In game 1 revealed that both sides will have to make major adjustments. Ginebra lost an 18-point lead twice in the third quarter, while Tropang 5G had their own 5-point lead in a comeback lead, but they also lost that. Now, tonight, as we welcome you to game number 2, we're going to see how these two teams make their major adjustments as they continue to rise and go on for gold and glory. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It's TNT Tropang 5G against Ginebra that took game number 1. With us here tonight, Coach Norman Black, of course, and we have our Dr. Andy Howe. This is going to be a good discussion with these two guys with us here tonight. Let's start off by talking about the last game, Dr. J. Close one. Sa dulo lang nagkaalam-alaman ito.
That's right, partner. Good evening to you and to, of course, to my friend Coach Norman. A 2-point victory there by Barangay Ginebra. Obviously, the game went down the wire, and actually there was even an attempt on the part of TNT to extend that ball game into overtime. But in the end, Barangay Ginebra winning that one 102-100. Terrific performance by both RJ Abarientos and Brownlee again as usual. Great, better shooting from the field for Barangay Ginebra, 48% against 36%. 30 assists against 17. That one, you know, you cannot talk about that much more, because when you have 30 assists in a ball game, you usually win that ball game, and that's a plus 13, not counting 3-point shots or even 4-point attempts. No?
And they even had 17 assists as early as the first half, Dr. J.
That's right, and that was what TNT had for the whole game. So it was a game that really Barangay Ginebra controlled, but TNT's fight and comeback in the fourth quarter was something to marvel about. No?
Yes, indeed. RJ Abarientos, Coach Norman, with some huge shots, those 2 4-pointers in the end that preserved the win for Barangay Ginebra.
Yes, RJ is one of the key players for Ginebra. You can see one of those 4-point shots right there. It's a 3-point shot coming from RJ. He had a really, really good game. Picked it up, particularly in the second half, towards the end game. You can take a look at some of his stats. You can see game 1, 24 points, 3 out of 7 from 3 points, 2 out of 3 from 4 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. A great all-around game for RJ. And Ginebra always needs his offense for them to win.
Absolutely. You've competed against Justin Brownlee, and he continues to be Justin Brownlee, Coach Norman.
Yes, Justin Brownlee is a marvel as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he just keeps getting it done. He's getting older. Doesn't seem to matter much. He knows how to play with his team, and he knows how to hit crucial baskets. Nice pass there to Troy Rosario. And that was the crucial basket right there off the backboard against the import of TNT. And taking a look at his stats, he had 23 points in the game, 10 out of 21 from the field, so good shooting for him. 4 rebounds, 8 assists. He's going to have to get it done again. He plays almost the entire game, and Ginebra will be expecting that again from him.
And in game 1, Coach Norman, there were a lot of great shots, 3-point shooting battle galore between the two sides. But Troy Rosario provided some post-action for them.
I think the Dean was saying it during the game. He did the telecast that Troy would be one of the keys to the game for Ginebra San Miguel, and exactly it would happen in the game is what the Dean said. 16 points for Troy, 7 out of 12 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, not to mention the defense that he has to play because he normally guards the import on the other team.
Absolutely. And now let's send it over to Apple David, who's waiting downstairs. Apple!
Yes, Ginebra hit big shots in the end game, but that is not sustainable and they cannot bank on good shooting to win games. Yan ang naging pahayag ni Assistant Coach Richard Del Rosario. Kailangan daw sustainable or mas consistent yung effort nila sa depensa at ma-keep nila yan for longer stretches. Also, Coach Richard stressed how if they put in the same effort they did in Game 1, dito sa Game 2, it's not gonna be enough to win. So they need to keep the energy and intensity high, especially on the defensive end, gentlemen.
That's major concern of Ginebra in all of the quarters. Now, Dr. J, let's move and shift our attention to the other side of the floor. It's so staggering and so clear that Chris McCullough, the import of TNT Tropang 5G, did not have points in the fourth quarter.
He ran out of steam, obviously, in that ball game. Very big third quarter for him there. I remember that ball game. 25 points on more than 50% shooting from the field with 12 rebounds and 4 assists. But like you mentioned, he ran out of steam. No points in the fourth quarter and only 2 rebounds. And actually only 4 field goal attempts. You know, that's not going to cut it for their team. However, the locals did step up, but still, you want to go as what happened to Team Cone's game, no? In the end game, even though Barrientos made some big shots, who did he go to for the last basket? He went to Justin Brownlee.
Yes, clearly so. But you were mentioning R.R. BRGY. He had a fantastic fourth quarter. 10 points in that fourth quarter of his total, 7 in the end game. And big shots that could have won the game for TNT Tropang 5G, Coach Dr. J.
Yeah, he had a 3-point shot that tied the ball game. You have to remember that was off a rebound play. Now, BRGY has been playing that way since the semifinals. You know this, Norm, because you played against their team. No? You were part of the Meralco team. And this guy was really fantastic in the last few games of the semifinals. And look at those numbers. Huh?
I'm no longer surprised when BRGY does these things, Coach Norman.
Yeah, he's a great low-post player, too. He actually gives the TNT team a low-post presence on the court because he can shoot over almost anybody his size.
Okay, now let's talk about Ray Nambatak. He himself exploded and helped in that comeback of TNT Tropang 5G in the third quarter of play, Dr. J.
Well, in the last games in the semifinals, Nambatak began to come back with his usual self. And in the semifinals, he really was doing well. In the finals, in game number 1, he had 19 points on 55% shooting, 60% shooting from three-point territory, 5 assists. Norman and I were talking about this earlier. He is the one guy that makes it a big problem for Barrientos to defend against him because he goes to the left, you know, that's his strong point. But he also has an outside shot. He also has a step-back shot. And the same thing that what Barrientos does to others, he does to him. So he forces him to foul from time to time.
Okay, and Apple will complete her assignment here in the pregame with this report.
Coach Chot Reyes tried to keep a positive mood in the locker room after the Game 1 loss, telling his players ang sama na ng nilaro nila and still they had a chance to win that game. However, he also pointed out how it's going to be hard to win if they're going to be careless with the basketball and give 27 turnover points. Pero ang pinaka-importante, yung masunod yung game plan nila sa depensa first quarter pa lang. Something that they failed to do last game kung saan patong-patong at sunod-sunod yung kanilang miscues and lapses on defense. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Apple David. And one more we'd like to talk about. I'll start with Dr. J. We have time to talk about Calvin Oftana, who had 12 points in game number 1, Dr. J.
Yeah, but he's never been the same, not like the previous conference. The number 1 local scorer. In this conference, it seems like BRGY has overtaken him. But Calvin Oftana really has a big advantage. He's a legitimate 6'4" and a half, 6'5" player. Very athletic, still very young, good outside shooter, can get to the basket, good offensive rebound. But he's got to work harder because defenses are really clamping up on him, you know. 12 points is not enough for this guy.
I guess so.
I think the ball has to go to him a little bit more, too. He only attempted 7 times in the last game, so we're expecting he'll get many more shots today.
And another player that seemed to try to find his rhythm in that game number 1 was Jordan Heading as well.
Well, he's never been, you know, a guy that you can say what he's going to do tonight. When he's on, he's on. When he's on, he's making 4-point shots, throwing up 3-point shots. When he's off, he can't make anything. But the thing that he doesn't do much more, which I think he can do, is go to the basket. There are not a lot of rim protectors on the part of Barangay Ginebra, especially if Japet is sitting down and Go is not on the floor. So I think he can really get to the basket. At least he can force the foul, especially if RJ is the one defending against him, and get to the free throw line.
Also, these are some of the adjustments that most likely Jot Reyes will do, Coach Norman.
Well, I think Heading just has to be more aggressive. He was awesome against Meralco, particularly in that last game when they eliminated us. And he can probably do the same thing against Ginebra. He just has to be more focused and more aggressive.
We are 5 seconds before we introduce the starting lineups for game number 2 of TNT Tropang 5G and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Good evening, PBA fans. This is the finals of the PBA 50 Commissioner's Cup, and it's game number 2 between the TNT Tropang 5G and the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Brought to you by Arena Plus. Arena Plus, Astigsa Sports. Let's meet the starting lineups first from the TNT Tropang 5G. At guard from Dumaguete, number 8, Kelvin Oftana. From Tondo, Manila, also at guard, number 15, Jordan Hennig. At center, number 5, Chris McCullough. And forward from Talisay, Cebu, number 16, R.R. Pogoy. And from La Union, also at forward, number 45, Brendan Ganuelas Rosser. Head coach for TNT is Jot Reyes. And now introducing the starters for the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. From Naga City at guard, number 4, RJ Avarientos. Also at guard from Digos, Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. From Angeles, Pampanga, at forward, number 14, Stephen Hall. Also at forward, number 32, Justin Brownlee. And at center from Sasmuan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. Game officials are Peter Balo, Mike Claude Delisa, Kenny Halleck, and Jerome Guy.
The 4 with the whistles are Balo, Delisa, Halleck, and Gay. And they will patrol the beat here tonight. We are moments away from putting the ball into play for game number 2. Ginebra, of course, taking game number 1, 102-100. The starting lineups for both clubs, more or less standard issue for both teams. And we are just about ready. Referee Bala will do the toss in the middle. And this game number 2 is already underway, and the first touch belongs to Tropang 5G. The first quarter of game number 1 went the way of Ginebra to a tune of 30-25, and the first basket belongs to TNT Tropang 5G.
That's a good play, huh? You know?
A good start for our TNT.
Yeah.
Getting McCollum involved immediately.
And they need him involved as well towards the end of the ball game as Brownlee sends it to the post. Here's the familiar pattern of Ginebra. The turnaround, it is smothered by the defense. The catch, there is a whistle.
24 seconds left.
A good defense there by Rosa against Aguilar. I'm really interested in seeing how this assists turn out in this game. Last game, Ginebra had 30
to 17.
To 17, which is a big, big difference. You can see the teamwork that Ginebra's playing with. A lot of time, TNT goes to the matchup that they think they want to attack. Let's see if they continue to do that tonight.
As we mentioned as early as the first half, Ginebra with already 17 assists. In the meantime, it's 5-0 early surge by Tropang 5G with Oftana connecting with a triple.
That's a good start for him. He really needs that to improve his confidence.
Oh, those shooters, they need those early forays. Abarientos shakes free in one of his favorite spots, and the rebound taken care of by McCullough.
It's a big mismatch there. They throw it in now.
Here's McCullough, attempts a three. This does not bite. Ginebra with a chance to score their first basket again. Heading against Holt. Back to Japet. Here's an open Brownlee. Wiggles free, 15-footer. Normally cashes in on that. That won't go. To the side, heading. Then Wallace-Rosser bobbles. Tanner looking for an open teammate. Decides to go. He is blocked by Japet. Tries to slam it against a Ginebra player. Fails.
Yes, Altana lost control of the ball on the way up.
Japet changing his view of the basket as Holt and Courts. Still nothing for Ginebra.
That's what I'm talking about, Andy. That teamwork, that ball movement.
Of Ginebra.
Yeah, they really make the extra pass.
Inside, that's an extra pass. No conversion. They were looking for a foul, none given. Here's Barrientos. Using the pick, but that doesn't amount to anything much in terms of moving forward here. Brownlee, it's lost, and here's the leak out. Heading will go scooped by his lonesome.
It's always good to look at the matchups at the beginning of the game. You can see McCollum is the one guarding Brownlee on that last play. He has now switched off to Aguilar.
In the meantime, Ginebra still in search of its first conversion. 7-0 count here in game 2 at the start. Holt driving hard outside Brownlee at 3. Still nothing. McCullough slowly inside Wallace-Rosser. Offensive foul is called.
That's a close call, but I think it's a pretty good call because the defender was there. No challenges yet coming. I would like to save my challenges if I were a coach.
Definitely, you want to save it when the game's on the line, or it's the fourth quarter or the second half. You don't want to use it too early. But you're right, though. That was a bang call there.
So it was close. And obviously, you always get the benefit of the doubt with the smaller man falling down.
But you also don't want to disadvantage the bigger guy because he's up against a small guy.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have, I think, an early challenge.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought he put on the challenge there. And you can see the referee signaling that players should be in the middle of the court, not being coached, not getting some instructions. Take a look at this. This is a big man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
And this is
that may be the problem right there. That Rosa stepped over him afterwards. You normally don't want to see that.
Offensive foul on number 45, Brandon Gonzalez-Rosser. That's his first.
There was no challenge.
I don't think there was.
There was no challenge.
But that's the second time because Rosa's sprinting down the floor.
Yeah.
Because he's sprinting down the floor, he ended up with RJ.
Yeah. And then I think a technical foul has been called on him.
But that's the one I was talking about. You don't want to see that because that normally leads to fights.
Yeah, at this stage, they've got a very good start. The other team is struggling to make any points on the floor, and you give them a gimme, a freebie, in other words. Because Barrientos is one of the better free throw shooters of the league.
Normally 80% and up.
80% is bad. He's at 90%. He just missed 2 last game, but he's more than that.
That's why I said up.
Yeah.
Look who's guarding RJ. It's actually Rosa.
They're going to try that matchup, huh? Is Brownlee. They still don't have a field goal. The fall away by Brownlee. Still no bite. And the rebound contested. It's in the hands of Heading now. Heading, surveys, decides to send it to the open man. Scoops away, and Aguilar claims the board.
Now Rosa has to be careful. He doesn't want to commit his second foul this early.
Because only 4 minutes have gone by so far in this first quarter. Is Brownlee top of the keyhole. Shot clock is down to 7. Here's Scotty. First touch of the ball, really. Turn around. No. Ball is loose in the hands of TNT Tropang 5G.
Still no field goal for Barangay Ginebra. So
about 7 attempts right now. Here's McCullough. Takes a look inside. Ross's shot, no. Barrientos surveys the floor. 14 on the shooting clock. Over now to Japet. Japet shots around. Can't find anybody. There's a whistle.
Brandon. Second personal foul. No.
Yes,
second personal
you're right,
foul.
you're right.
Let's see what happens here, because they had a plan coming to this game to put Rosa on RJ.
And then Pogoy guarding Brownlee.
That's right, yeah.
Small guy guarding Brownlee, big guy guarding Barrientos.
So now they put McCullough on RJ.
And here's the first field goal of Barangay Ginebra, courtesy of Brownlee.
They figured it out.
McCullough, that won't bite, and the rebound played by Thompson.
And this continues to haunt them. Their three-point shooting was not really on par.
Well, they're just coming down, taking these three-point shots. I mean, they're not even moving the basketball around.
I agree with you, Norm, because they did so well on the half court. Why all of a sudden just dropping it out?
Yeah. Scotty dancing in the box. Can Jacob Tanner. His pass deflected by McCullough, taken away by Tropang 5G. High lob pass. McCullough back to Pugoy. He aims. Can't score from the outside. Japet stretches for it. Breaking loose.
That was pretty poor defense there by Heading.
Yeah.
He actually could have given up a foul. They're not in the penalty yet.
And just let him inbound.
Yes.
And that would have only been his first foul. Now he's going to throw it up.
And that works. And now it's a 10-5 first quarter.
That's about 5 3-point shots in a row for TNT, which is normally their game. They take a lot of threes, they make a lot of threes. And you can't get away from it just because you're in the finals.
Barrientos sees a small gap, unable to score. 3 players ganged up on him defensively.
Big guys too.
Yeah. Pogoy, McCullough, Vanuelas Rosser. And Tropang 5G surges ahead by 7 as we segue into the first timeout, brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. Okay, of course, anytime we have a game, we've got lots of your comments on social media. Dapat Mag-NBA Summer League si RJ. Ngayon lang nakapanood ng PBA play ng ganyang ka-shooter. Sabi ni Ryan Cesar Diaz mo si RJ na yung natutupad sa naudot na makapag-NBA. Yung titi niya. Malamang kung hindi mag-improve lalo si RJ Barrientos. Grabe yung dalawang FPU. At sabi nung iba, grabe sigaw mo sa niya, ni Pacorje. 4 points. Tapos ang ganda ng laban, muntik na manalo ang manok na KO na TNT. Better next time, mga katropa. Si Justin Brownlee may DNA talaga ni MJ and Kobe. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa PBA. At ito yung ating total number of viewers ng first game. At yan po yung height, yung apex ng inyong pagsama sa inyong PBA. We continue with the second quarter, which is now down to 5:06. Ginebra using that baseline attack again. They love going down that baseline, Coach Norman. And that time, however, they lost control of the ball.
Yeah, they will cut from the corners if somebody penetrates. That time they set a stagger for Brownlee. Brownlee passed the basketball off, but it led to a turnover.
Down to 5 count here in the first quarter. Here's Kelly Williams already inserted into the lineup. Here's Nambatak, had a good game in the opener. This jumper will not buy them. Brownlee unchallenged for the rebound.
And Rosario is the first substitution here for Barangay Ginebra.
Yes, he is.
Coming in for Japper.
Shot clock is reduced to 10. Shot clock is down to 6. They gotta make a decision here. Scotty lets it fly. No, rebound in the hands of Pagoy. And Holt might be charged for the foul here.
And how valuable is Barangay? I mean, he's the one guarding Brownlee. That time he got the rebound. We know he's one of their better scorers for TNT.
Nice player to have because he's two-way. You know, he can play offense.
Play both sides. Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's a decent rebounder for his size.
As long as the injuries don't hound him, you know. He's okay, like any player for that matter. 12-5, 4:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Oftana trying to wiggle free. There is contact on Scotty Thompson.
Probably the second team foul called against Barangay Ginebra.
This is something TNT loves to do. They like to post up Oftana. They like to post up Pagoy against the smaller wingmen.
And they feel they have the advantage when they're doing that in the post areas. In the meantime, Nambatak wiggles free but does not go for the basket. Shot clock now cut down to 6. Field goal shooting on your picture. That is the current stat. In the meantime, that won't work and Brownlee has it. Rosario shakes off Kelly Williams.
Andy, that's not easy to do. Full speed, be able to pump fake like that and not travel on the play.
And lose the ball. The same token. By the same token, McCullough outside to Nambatak, too far away. He's almost at the center court. They have 7 seconds to make something happen. To the side, Pagoy is open.
Oh, that's like money.
Pagoy with his first pair of points here. TNT still in the lead, 14-7. The drive, no basket, but there are free throws coming up.
You don't really see Holt do that much, driving to the basket like that. He's going to get to the line for 2 shots.
I'm sure that the coaching staff would like this guy to be a little bit more aggressive with his offensive game because we know he has a good offensive game.
Yes, this free throw brought to you by McDonald's. Love Kuto.
Well, we know he can shoot.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Remember with Terrafilm and all the shots that
Yes.
And then the one that he did against Converge that got them into the...
Yes. So I'm looking at the stats of the previous game. It's hard to imagine he not scoring anything in that first game. In the meantime, 14-8, Ginebra still down currently by 6. High lob pass to Pagoy. Ball will stay there with a 12-second shot clock. And we're going to glide into a TNT Tropang 5G timeout. They still lead 14-8 with 2:57 to go. And we are into a timeout brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. Somebody's in the building.
France. France Kumara, my former teammate.
And the guy who played for you.
Yeah, I was the head coach, you're correct. We were also teammates.
And the governors are also here from San Miguel, from Blackwater, from... they usually watch when it's a fight.
Siliman, Blackwater. I remember Franz was part of your Grand Slam, but he was a backup to Hector Cup, and a very good backup too.
Yeah, I was part of 9 championship teams with France.
Pogoy, by the way, stays on the floor together with Nambata. Very low-scoring ball game.
Yes, it is.
Under 3 minutes, only 8 points for Barangay Ginebra.
When you consider we went 30-25 last time around, McCullough with a turnaround shot that finds the mark. He has 4.
That's a tough shot there.
If he makes that shot, you can't guard it.
Yeah, you cannot.
You know, last time McCullough was here, it was with San Miguel, and Troy Rosario was with TNT. Interesting. In the meantime, that's from Fidel Mahonon, our chief statistician.
Yeah.
16-8 count.
Well, interesting. Pagoy has played the entire first quarter. He has guarded Brownlee the entire first quarter.
And so has been this guy, Octana.
Oh, Octana going to work.
We talked about this earlier about TNT having those wingmen that can actually post you up.
Oh, yes.
Get points in the post.
They can go either post or shoot over you. 10-point lead by TNT. This shot will not work. And we are at the 2-minute mark of this opening quarter.
League's getting bigger. It's a 10-point lead right now.
McCullough attacks, finds room, scores. McCullough has 6 points in the opening period. TNT fans trying to get the chant going. And watch this last play.
That's a tough shot there by McCollum.
And here's that fall away by Octana.
2 straight post-ups for TNT.
One from the right side, one from the left side. You know, take your pick. And that's why the 30-second timeout called by Team Code. He had to sacrifice 1 timeout because it's now a 12-point lead by TNT.
That's one of the things I like about the way Tim Cone coaches. He's not afraid to call close timeouts. He'll call one if things aren't right. He'll call another one.
Look at this Commissioner Cup titles of Chot. You know, all the way back with
Chot has won a lot of championships here in the PBA.
Coach of the Years too, several of them. But I know, you know, what you were talking about as we take a look at those things of Chot. Tim Cone, I've known him to use 3 timeouts. 3 full timeouts in 1 quarter. He doesn't care if he doesn't. He saved it all the way up to the end. No, you know, I have to get my team back on track.
I'll use them now.
Yeah. It's useless if they're up by 25 points.
Then you can, no use for them later on. In the meantime, Hall trying to maintain balance, turns around, can't get it to drop. Ball is loose. Fought forward, Malakas Indira, and the rebound playing downstairs.
Jason Castro, by the way, is in the ball game for the first time.
So very brief action in game number 1. In the meantime, heading. McCullough 15. Yes!
Tough shot. When he's making that shot, he's almost impossible to stop.
He's 6'9", that can jump, you know, he's low.
And he's so cool about it. He has 8 points in this opening period. Brownlee looking inside. Williams trying to cover him. Brownlee gets it to trickle in.
And they say the mid-range shot is dead, but it's actually not.
Not for JB.
Guys, he can get to that spot and still score.
Hey, all the way to the basket.
Remember I talked about him driving? You know, you can get some fouls. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. You know?
And they'll get points from other sources. In the meantime, a 14-point lead is on the board against Ginebra. Brownlee trying to get loose. Kelly Williams shifting over. The back shot, yes.
Back-to-back baskets here by Justin Brownlee.
And that's when you can appreciate a really good import. Yeah. He knows when to step on that pedal. He sees his team is struggling. He's trying to take over the game.
And he has 8 points already in the opening quarter. The drive by Heading. There's a 3 of Tana in the corner. Kabang! It's a 3. And this is the discipline of TNT Tropang 5G when their game is in groove, Coach Norman.
Yeah, they love to penetrate. If you come off those corners, either by helping or if you come off to tag somebody, they will pass the ball to the corners for 3-point shots.
Tana knocking that down.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Coach Josh, a better start tonight when it comes to scoring and being able to limit Ginebra to just 12 points. Anything you want to pay more attention to in the second quarter just to make sure you keep in control of the game?
Yes, I'm pretty sure Ginebra will up their pressure on the ball. And that's the thing. As long we want to make sure that we're attempting shots every time down and not turning the ball over. Because when we turn the ball over, that's where the 3-point shots and easy baskets come in.
Thank you so much, Coach Josh Reyes. Back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Apple David and assistant coach Josh Reyes. And very low scoring opening period, ended at 27-12. Ginebra limited to 12 points, as Apple mentioned. Here's of that. They're posting up a lot here tonight, and that's working for them.
This also happened against us when they played us in the semifinals against Morocco. They really utilized their wingmen to take advantage of their size.
And Tana already has 10 points in the ball game.
Yeah, compared to the first game where they were really going half court, but not really looking for the post-up. Cool. No, it won't work, and the rebound controlled by McCullough.
McCullough's had a lot of defensive rebounds already.
Yes, he's played well here in the first half. But did you listen to the crowd when Koo got the basketball?
Yeah, they know he can make that shot.
They're expecting a 3-point shot.
Tana's attempt short, but he fights for the rebound, but unable to get to it.
Oh, that's a nice
pass. Rosario on another breakaway.
And Coach Chubb will not be happy with that. Yeah. He'll probably take off Tana out of the game because he did not get back on defense.
The second leading scorer for Ginebra, Troy Rosario with 4. Brownlee leads them with 8. They only have 14 points.
Is that automatic for you coaches? When somebody doesn't play defense, you make a change right away, coach?
Not really, but in that particular case, it was a bad shot by Tana before he did not get back on defense. Plus, he hasn't been out of the game yet, so
might as well.
Time to rest him.
And Loco comes in for him. Together with Kabutin also coming in to give his import a rest.
And I always said this is the advantage of Brownlee, almost similar to the old imports back in the old days.
48 minutes.
We don't have to sub out. Brownlee just stays out there in the court when the other import goes to the bench. That normally leads to advantages for Ginebra.
Yeah, I remember those days. It was a given you guys would play 48. In the meantime, Aparientos wiggles open. It scoops away. Gabuntin is there for the rebound.
He still has no field goal.
Somebody's down. It's Williams.
That's Kenny Williams.
He got it in the face there from Abrientos when he went to the basket.
You might have gotten him on the nose again.
There was no call there, so I don't know whether they can do anything about that. We'll see. I think Chuck just told him to check it and find out. It's hard to see from that angle.
Here, let's see it from here.
You still can't see it.
Still can't see it.
Yeah, he definitely got him in the face.
Yeah, there was a wind-up, but you know, of course, it's not intentional. You know, he's trying to free himself away from the defense. I'm glad to see Kelly come up because he doesn't seem to be really, that nose didn't break at least.
Yeah. That's normally a natural movement for an offensive player going right to left. To swing that arm across to try to get an advantage. Of course, if you hit a guy in the face, you hit him in the face.
And we're a little stricter sometimes with things like this here because anything above the shoulders, we always want to take an extra look. But like you said, that's a natural motion of his dribble.
And at least they take a look now. Before, it would just be another play.
Yeah, no criteria met for any flagrant foul.
And we continue. 9:50 to go here in the second period. Castro. Gabuntin trying to provide a pick. Castro right to break the inside.
And that's help defense there.
Right there. In the meantime, Barrientos can't shake free. A black shirt right in front of him.
Same matchup.
Downstairs we go to Brownlee. Brownlee posting up. Brownlee making a decision. No. And the follow-up will work for Troy Rosario.
That time BRGY was stuck with Rosario. He could not box him out.
Yeah.
And
6
now,
points already now for Troy.
Now we have a chance to send it to Apple. Apple.
Klaro yung mga instructions ni Coach Tim Cone. Find your second win, work your way back into the game by being aggressive. Stay active on defense. Kahit sa mga switches ng TNT, and on offense, continue moving the ball, be able to steal and slash, gentlemen.
And now Jason Castro has given TNT its largest lead of 16 points at 32-16.
Look what that fronting of BRGY against Brownlee at the post.
And he went right back to Brownlee after Rosario scored.
There's a foul on heading, I assume.
That's a good pass because that's a big mismatch.
Figure out what's going to happen on these pick and rolls. Jason coming off wide open there.
Yes, and that's a three-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Well, he got black on the drive to the basket, so I ain't taking that. You know, I'm coming out here and shooting.
Shoot it from here.
Are they going to go under those screens or are they going to go over?
Brownlee.
Yes.
Now with 10 points.
It's almost like returning the favor.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to post us up? We'll post you up also.
Keep in mind, in game one, he had 18 points already at the end of the first half. In the meantime, Henning trying to find some room. And Brownlee tiptoes for the rebound. There's a Barrientos. High lob pass. It's almost like a two-man game. Here's Koo. Shakes free. The layup will work.
You don't see that from Koo very often.
Yeah, when he
that ball on the floor.
He had no choice actually. Usually when he puts the ball on the floor, he's looking to pass, looking for an open teammate. But this one, he had to lay it up. And look at the jump switch. I thought he was shooting.
Yeah, thought Castro was already home free. And Kelly Williams drills at the inside. The defense unable to sustain anything there.
I'm always amazed with Kelly. That's 2-3 drives to the back, dribble drive to the basket, and just able to score.
Just so strong, and that works. Castro with a foul, but a basket by Barrientos cuts the lead down to 11.
That's a three-point shot and an end one.
And it is indeed a three, brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Let's see if he's foot was on the line there.
Yeah, it looked like, I think they'll check that.
Yeah, they will.
It looked like it was stepping on the line. And they're asking the referees, actually they could have done it right now and check it, which Peter Balau is going to do. You know? And referee Halig is telling Balau that it's a 2-point shot probably.
When it comes to RJ, when he starts making those type of shots, he just gets on fire. It becomes very difficult to stop.
And it's now official. It's a 2-point conversion, and you had pointed it out as well, Andy and Norman. Barrientos, finals game 1, you see his scoring line. Apple has a report. Apple?
Isa nga sa naging hero ng game 1 si RJ Barrientos with those 2 crucial 4-point shots. Pero nakita rin natin na napagalitan, no? Nasero muna ni Coach Tim Cone dahil sa depensa niya kay Ray ng Bata. Pero bukod sa depensa, isa pang challenge sa kanya ngayong araw is playing despite not feeling well. This morning, he called their PT saying he experiencing fever-like symptoms. So they worked on him this morning. IV and meds na natin kung makaka-apekto ba to sa laro niya ngayon. Balik sa inyo.
We'll see and we'll continue to check. 9 points now by heading. Ko trying to post up. Tit for tat in this game about posting up, huh?
That was a pretty good move, huh?
Yeah, pretty good shot too. Just bounced off, but Heading is getting to the basket right now.
He had 5 points in game 1. McCullough blocked by Brownlee from behind. And Torres trying to maintain his balance, trying to avoid stepping on the line. Who waits for the rest of the gang? Here's Brownlee. Will he upload? Will he drive? He will fire. Missed the shot.
It's a foul there on Torres.
As McCullough was momentarily erased from your picture.
The only thing about McCullough, Norm, as we take a look at this, go ahead, Seb.
Silyado defense of the game brought to you by Pioneer Elastosil. Silyado ang bubong. Anumang panahon.
He's built a little thin, you know. So,
Yeah, he is. He's a thin guy.
Yeah, so it's more like you can push him, you know.
Not really a power player per se.
Even though like a ball is thin, but he's 7'3", 7'4", 265.
The center of gravity is different.
That's different. 7'5".
Heading. That is a foul, most likely on Torres.
And might give it to Troy.
You know, Tim Con's taking a gamble. He doesn't really use this guy Torres a lot. He uses Go actually ahead of him now. But because you need a shooter from the outside, maybe he wants to change it a little bit. A guy with experience that can shoot from the outside when you have that post-up play for a JB.
And he needs to give Brownlee a break. That's who he came in for.
The other guy there, Grace, the guy who usually gives him a lot of production coming off the bench.
This free throw is brought to you by McDonald's. Love to talk. You were right about the foul. The foul was indeed on Rosario. Oftana marches back in.
And you can see Chot is a little bit shorter on his rotation. I need to win this game. I can't go down 2-0.
Cannot go down. And expect to win the series. It's almost similar to what's happening in the other in NBA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see tomorrow.
Let's win.
We'll see tomorrow.
Barrientos. Rosario providing the big pick. Barrientos trying to shake free, but McCullough says no way.
You don't bite to that fake, you know.
Big drives. TNT Tropang 5G is drive, drive, drive all night long. Here's the post-up, the turnaround shot. Good luck.
Leave it.
He already has 12. Right?
Yeah, the post-up game is humming tonight for TNT.
Yeah, and the guy already has matched his production in game 1.
Yes, 12 points.
Yep.
17 is the lead. Biggest lead. Rosario wing, shakes free.
That's going to be a holding foul. And the number 3 foul. Third foul on Brandon.
And no need for him to do that because Troy wasn't even in a position to get the basketball.
And Barangay Ginebra, which is down currently 40-23, will slide into a timeout brought to you by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. Calvin Oftana, as Dr. J pointed out, has already matched his output for game 1 with 12 points so far in this first half of play. Mostly posting up and turning around with that jump shot of his. It is a 17-point lead. The Barrientos. Kelly Williams back on the floor. Torres knocks down a tray.
The reason he was used, you know, you have to make somebody else get some good three-point shots going for them.
He was staring and pointing at somebody in the crowd.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what they usually say, rebound. Oh, no, you're not rebounding anything.
Nambata momentarily free. McCullough against... Oh, what a spin.
Nice.
What a spin. And a basket make a sabang foul.
When they play half court, they're pretty good. Today,
That's the McCullough I remember before. San Miguel.
I don't even remember when he first came. I don't even remember how he used to play. And now I'm
Very similar to this.
Yeah.
He likes to spin like a top, you know, and use those long legs to create the gap.
Yeah, I remember those type of moves. Plus, he shoots his jump shot from a very high release. You know, at that size, with that jumping ability, it's very hard to influence his jump shot.
First, you don't reach. You can't reach it. And second, it's high. 43-26.
They seem to be getting good imports, huh?
Oh, always.
How about you guys?
This is getting to be a standard refrain. The 17. Torres gets a difficult shot to work.
5 points. So great contribution from a guy seldom used.
Especially in the post. You don't see Torres score that much. Yeah, in the post.
Koo trying to watch Oftana. Oftana eats up the defense of Koo, and he has 14.
Oftana's definitely a problem tonight.
He's going to town today, you know. And he faces up, you know.
Here's Koo. Rosario and the shot clock down to 4. Fall away. No. Heading slowing down. Gray dropping to the floor. Williams. Oftana. Not this time. There's a shove off by Torres, I think.
That's one thing he always does that. You know, if he can't get the rebound.
It's not a bad foul.
They're not in the penalty now. And you don't want an offensive rebound and a putback.
That's correct.
Only the 14 foul for Barangay Ginebra. TNT only has 3.
Justin Brownlee was concerned about the offensive rebounds of Tropang 5G, especially when they lost that 18-point lead in the third quarter in game 1. McCullough thought about shooting, decided to backpedal. Shot clock is down to 3. He gains momentum. He's blocked out on the
Second time around.
Barrientos dancing, wiggling, trying to create an opening. Shot clock down to 13. Clock is down to 3 minutes, though. Gray on the outside, back to Barrientos. Rosario providing the pick. Here's a long heave. It won't go. The follow-up, no. It's in the hands of Kelly.
I'm not used to seeing Justin Brownlee being out of the game this long.
Yeah, when you're down to 240, and he's coming back.
Yeah,
on the next
on the right moment, you just said it.
And
there's a block by Torres on the attempt of McCullough. But can they produce the points on the other end? Troy slows it down. Heading all over the Barrientos. I thought there was a whistle. Troy, they have to make a decision here. Gray, no. We play on. Nambatak blocked the board. Nambatak attacks against Koo. There's a foul against Koo.
And a good foul again because they're not checking the penalty. And you are able to get Brownlee back into the ball game.
Yes.
5G in the lead, 45-28. Timeout charge to them. Brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook. tossing T-shirts back into the crowd. Arvin Tolentino. Beside Commissioner Willie Marshall.
But he's not coming back. He's doing pretty well in his team.
Yeah, that's correct.
I've watched some games.
He played really well this year.
He's a real key player for that Korean team.
A lot of the Filipino players are key players there.
I'm sure that KQ is doing the same thing. No? We're lucky, several, we were able to get Abarientos back.
Yeah, and he's dismissed the rumors, quote unquote, that.
Yeah, and I hope we get Phillips to come in.
Yeah, I think Navato's team actually won the championship, didn't he?
Who?
Korea.
See William Navarro.
Yeah, from Ateneo.
That's another guy that we lost.
Yeah. In the meantime, in the corner, Bogoy, big steps. No look pass by Kelly. Bang!
Oh, what a first half by Calvin Octana.
And the biggest lead of TNT is on the board.
We talked about him only getting 7 shots in that first game. That has not been the case tonight.
And they're looking for him. Huh?
Yes, they are. 17 points of Barrientos. Brownlee, nice up fake. Can't knock it down. Well, it's a series, and there are ups and downs, and currently, Ginebra that took game 1, currently down.
At least just the second quarter, There's going to be a lot of adjustments.
McCullough's shot, yeah. If you consider the third quarter last time around, he never had an 18-point lead twice.
TNT
overtook them. And even led by 5. Cool! No!
Why is basketball like that?
That's a little bit deflating there.
Yeah, why is basketball like that? When they're good, they're all good. When they're bad, the confidence level is low.
Yeah.
Andy, this is a good thing about a Ginebra game, or a Ginebra crowd. They'll never let their team down. They'll be here for them, no matter how many points they get.
Earlier, ang panalo play of the game hatid sa inyo ng TNT. In the meantime, it's 48-28. Brownlee cuts up the interior, but won't get the bucket. Will get free throws instead.
Yeah. And he bangs his fist on that smart sign behind the basket. I'm always worried when players do that.
Why?
You never know what's behind that padding. It could be something hard. You don't want to break your hand.
10 points so far by Brownlee. Made sure of the first. Okay, Justin Brownlee's brother Stanley is here. His son Jay is also here. In the meantime, Brownlee prepares for the second free throw. Brownlee going 2 for 2.
Cutting down the lead to 18. About 2 or 3 more offensive plays for us. Good 2-for-1 situation for TNT if they want to go. And that's going to be a foul. 3-second violation.
McCullough got, ended up planting a tent right in the middle there.
Seldom is that called, especially if there is no offensive play, on
That's
that
correct.
area.
Yeah.
They were trying to screen for one another. McCullough just did not get out of the lane.
Brownlee, 20 seconds remaining. Abarientos loads up.
TNT will use a 30-second timeout to map out their last play.
And RJ is one of those players in the league that can really make those jump shots even if the defense is on top of them.
A high lead of 20 has now been reduced to 15. We're going to check out a 3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
This timeout was called because you had the 30-second to use. But it's also to remind the players, whatever happens, do not commit a turnover.
Correct.
The turnover resulted in that 3-point shot.
Get the last shot of the
Get the last shot at least.
I guess you coaches, nothing more frustrating than you map out the play and then a turnover happens.
It's the worst thing that can happen, particularly if it's coming out of a timeout. I mean, you call a timeout, you put a play on the board, and then you turn the ball over.
Yeah,
that makes all coaches
That's what you call
feel bad.
mortal sin.
Yeah. Tim Cohn's titles
Can we count them all?
Well, oh boy, we don't have enough space on the screen.
Yeah, that's a lot. Huh?
He's had a very successful career.
Yeah.
Tim likes to say that we have 3 conferences in a year, but you know, you've done well.
I cannot forget the first time we talked about when he was about to go in. He asked me about this.
I remember that.
We talked at Alabang Country Club.
Wasn't sure yet,
No, he didn't want to yet at that point. He was telling me.
Initially, he was the defensive coach for Alaska. Meanwhile, no. Then we are done.
Oh, but that's not going to count.
And a statement by TNT Tropang 5G, down currently 1-0 in the series. We are here to try to win game number 2. And if in the first game they didn't have too many assists, you'll notice that in this one, they already have an edge, 9-3, as far as the assists are concerned. And this first half drops its curtains. We'll have the second half ready for you. Coach Norman and Dr. J and I will discuss the numbers and the salient points of this first half in just a short while.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
Hi PBA fans, it's Carla Lizardo Sulit once again joining you for our live chat party dito sa ating 50th Commissioners Cup Finals here on our One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. Our score at the half lamang ang TNT 48-33 against Ginebra. TNT was just locked in here in the first half, wanting to bounce back from that painful loss in Game 1. And ayon talaga nila ng replay ng first half na nangyari noong Game 1 where Ginebra was just shooting the lights out. That's why TNT has really doubled up on their defense, and good shooting led by Calvin Oftana has allowed them to lead by up to 20 points here in the first half. But now they are up by 15. Ginebra trying to catch up, close the gap just a little bit. So tingnan natin kung ano yung adjustments na gagawin by both of these teams in the third quarter. Let's check out the stats from the first half. TNT from the three-point area this time around is shooting better, 35.7% versus 16.7. TNT has hit 5 out of 15 from the three-point area. Ginebra has only hit 2 out of 12 from the three, and Ginebra actually had 10 threes in Game 1. So just something to note from this game. Sa assists, lamang din ng TNT. They're moving the ball better, 9-3 when it comes to assists. Starter points as well. Mas nagpaparamdam ang starters ng TNT here in the first half, 43-20, and they've been getting a lot of points from the perimeter, 25-8, as compared to Barangay Ginebra. Now, let's look at the top scorers from both of these teams. Calvin Oftana leading the way para dito sa TNT. He's already surpassed his output of 12 points in Game 1. In the first half alone, he already has 17 points, 5 rebounds, hitting 7 out of 11 from the field. Jordan Heading has 9 points and 3 assists, 4 out of 6 from the field. And McCullough has 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, plus-minus 17 on the floor. Para naman dito sa kabilang panig for Barangay Ginebra, Brownlee has 12.7 rebounds, 5 out of 13 from the field. Abarientos with 7 points and 2 assists, and Rosario has 6 points and 2 rebounds. Let's watch the highlights from the first and second quarters. In the first quarter, TNT with a strong start. Jordan Heading completely alone at the rim as TNT opens Game 2 of the finals with a 7-0 run. Ginebra trying to make their move. Troy Rosario fakes Kelly Williams and gets the attack on the basket. Barangay Ginebra still down by 10. McCullough will convert the layup, and that gives TNT a 12-point lead over Ginebra. TNT with the ball once again, still up by 12, dying seconds of the first quarter. Kick out to Jordan Heading from the corner, buries that 3 to close the opening quarter strong para dito sa TNT. Moving on to the second quarter, TNT still with a comfortable 14-point lead, but RJ Abarientos will get the basket and the foul, still not able to convert so much para dito sa Ginebra here in this game. Brownlee block Chris McCullough, but McCullough will spin, attacks, and gets the end one para dito sa TNT. TNT up 45-28. Kelly Williams with a no-look pass to Calvin Oftana, who will fire from the free throw line. Calvin Oftana is on fire para dito sa TNT here in Game 2. But RJ Abarientos, of course, starts to get going at the end of the second quarter, knocks down his first triple off that pass from Justin Brownlee. So again, If you're just joining us here sa ating live on our some time for some shout outs. Hi to Mark Never Say Die from Qatar, Woody from Bulacan, Salvacion from Cavite. We have Marky from Carmona, Cavite, Jenny from Valenzuela, Imelda Ramirez, thank you for watching. Rodel from Santo Tomas, Batangas, Jong from Cabuyao, Laguna. We have Garen watching from Pasig, and shout out to the Rondina fam. And of course, we also have fans from around the world. Sabi ni No Side, Go Ginebra, I'm watching from Dubai. Shout out kay Jennifer L. Edison and Connie. We also have a shout out for Joven Pogi from Brunei. Si Ian is watching from Ireland. Shout out daw sa kanyang idol na si RJ Abarientos. And Jervy says, hello, magandang gabi. Shout out watching from Busan, South Korea. Kung gusto niyo ng shout out later on at the end of this game, just let me know your name and where you are watching from, and I will give you a shout out later. Balikan natin yung ating question for the day for our chat party. Which team will shoot better from deep? Barangay Ginebra or TNT? So far, Ginebra has shot 2 out of 12 from the 3-point area. TNT already with 5 out of 14. Will Ginebra turn things around sa 3-point shootout nitong dalawang teams? We'll know in a bit. Pero ang mga sagot ng ating mga fans, sabi ni Art and Alex, feeling nila TNT. Sabi naman ni Bert, Gin Kings pa rin, mas mataas ang percentage beyond the arc. Watching all the way from Quezon Province. Sabi naman ni Rolando, iba talaga ang aura ng Gin Kings kasi championship aura daw sila. So we'll see how they will make a comeback in the second half. For those watching from abroad, kung kailangan niyo magpadala ng pera dito sa Pilipinas, I'm inviting you to check out TapTapSend para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padalove to the Philippines. Download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. And for the latest in the world of sports, please follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. The game will be back in just a bit. Tutok lang kayo dito sa One Sports YouTube channel.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type Get Started to proceed.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang TapTapSend at gumagamit ka ba ng TapTapSend?
Yes, TapTapSend ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get started" to proceed.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Tropang 5G as they try to win game number 2. Well, the first half is just over, and we are just moments away from the start of the second half of play. Much better game by TNT Tropang 5G, Dr. J, and Coach Norman in that first half of play.
Well, they started well in this ball game. They had a 7-0 run. And they were not shooting the ball well from three-point territory then, because if they did, that would have been a 15-0 run early. Ginebra just couldn't buy a basket in the beginning.
Yes, and a lot of post-up action, especially from Calvin Oftana, Coach Norman.
A lot of good post-ups coming from TNT in that first half. The thing that stands out most in my mind is the 3 assists of Ginebra. We know they are the leading assist team in the league. They only had 3 assists in that first half, which means TNT's defense was really, really solid. And on the other side, they also didn't shoot the ball well, only 16% from 3 points. So far in this game, TNT has had a big advantage and a big edge.
When you consider that in the first game, Ginebra already with 17 assists compared to only 10 by TNT Tropang 5G in game number 1. So the table, at least for now, has been turned in that department.
We talk about the perimeter points. That's 25-8. That's a plus 17 in favor of the TNT Tropang 5G, no? So that's a very big factor. Norm, if you can't make the shot, there are no assists.
That's correct, yes. Well, I'm just not used to seeing that for the Ginebra team.
Yeah.
This might be the lowest assist total they've had in one half, probably in the entire career of Coach Tim here at Ginebra.
And you see the leading scorers. Barrientos finally got the basket from outside earlier, but not as hot as Brownlee has only 12 points. He had 18 in the first game, in the first half of play. We are just almost 30 seconds away from the start of the third quarter play. In terms of coaching adjustments, Coach Norman, from your point of view, what does Ginebra have to do differently in the second half?
Well, Ginebra is looking at a 62.5% shooting percentage from the TNT team, and a lot of that's coming inside the paint or around the paint area. So they're going to have to do a better job, maybe double team the post.
Okay.
Get the ball out of the hands who's the guys who are posting up.
Let's go to Eileen Shi, who is with the Gins assistant coach Richard Del Rosario.
Coach Chard with TNT limiting you to just 33 points after the first half and dominating perimeter points 25-8. Where are you looking to generate your offense come the second half?
Well, right now what TNT did is change the matchups and just force us to go one-on-one on those mismatches. We fell into that trap. Right now what we need to do is just stay with what we do. The discipline in our execution of our offense, just don't go to that matchup right away and go one-on-one. We got to get more ball movement, got to get more people movement, and just trust our offense.
Thank you so much, Coach Richard Del Rosario. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eileen Shi and Coach Richard. Underway with the third quarter, and Barrientos breaks the ice quickly for Ginebra. It's now 48-36.
Well, as you mentioned, Norman, once he gets his game going, and he did it at the end of the second quarter, this shot is always there.
Yeah, he's a rhythm player. He's a momentum player. Once he starts making those shots, it doesn't even matter if your hand is in his face. He can still make them.
They'll still find the way. In the meantime, there's a push downstairs.
Roser forced that shot to the basket. He was able to get a foul off of Justin Brownlee.
And we take a look at this three-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Well, including the second quarter, there was an 8-0 run by Barangay Ginebra. They cut that lead down from 20 to 12. One thing that they probably talk about is, as he was mentioning, hey, they're going to tell Barrientos, you're being defended by a bigger guy. So we will find a way for you to get away from that guy defending against you, so you can get your open looks.
Yeah, if he can get penetrations also, that's going to force help defense in.
Yes.
To open things up for his teammates.
Let's send it to Apple David with a report.
Sakto yung reminder ni Coach Chot Reyes nung halftime. Be ultra aware and alert kung nasan si RJ Abarientos kasi konting silip, nakakapasok agad ng tira. Also an emphasis sa turnovers nila. Take care of the ball because the easiest way to score quickly and get back to the game is off turnover. So don't give that opportunity to Barangay Ginebra. Back to you, gentlemen.
Apple David, takal pong salamat. Thank you very much. In the meantime, the attempt by Brownlee from 10 does not find the mark. Here's McCullough, so far with a good game of 11 points. Into the perimeter, so we swing it around. And Octana continues to be on fire. He has 20 points.
And Pagoy will not get any credit for that because he didn't make the shot, but he posted up. He was the one that moved the basketball, which led to the points coming from Octana.
And here's the point you made about Tim Cone using a timeout again. He will use another timeout as that is drilled. As we now have another timeout brought to you by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Is this a 30-second timeout?
Saka waxing hot. Calvin Octana continues to scintillate. He had 17 at the end of the first half and hit one more from the corner just a moment ago. TNT in the lead, 53-36. Ginebra has been limited in their production, really keeping them at a very low production output. Abarientos lost it.
And we're just talking about calling a timeout and getting a turnover.
Oh, yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah.
That hurts. And that's a quick substitution.
And it leads to Coach Tim sitting down on the bench.
Yeah.
Which he rarely does.
Yes.
He does that when he's a little frustrated. And he hopes that he can get him back so he can get back to being an active coach standing up.
Heading undecided. Being watched closely by Abarientos. Shot clock reduced to 4. Bogoy, step back. No. And there's a shove of loose ball foul underneath.
It's against Troy Rosario.
And if you were watching underneath the basket, Troy did almost everything to try to keep McCullum out of that paint, but sometimes size really is at your advantage.
Yeah. And that's a third personal foul also on Troy. So he and Ganielas Roser are in the same boat. Now both of them have 3 personal fouls.
And Brownlee switches off to McCullough.
Coming down to 10 minutes and 10 seconds in this third quarter. Nearly stolen. They managed to hold on to the possession. Here's Heading. Continues to drive. And he is slapped on the way in, I think.
By Scotty, I think.
Is it 2 free throws?
Yeah, it's free throws. It's a gutter. Oh, no.
He's not going to give it to him.
Yeah.
That's what Chud is upset about.
The bench of...
What are you doing? Where are you going?
TNT's bench went up in arms, even before the decision was made. In the meantime, here's Heading. Stops. Well as Rosser. No. Brownlee takes the board away. That's 8 boards already for Brownlee. 12 on the shot clock. Brownlee.
Oh.
It'll go the other way. Looks like Rosario was not ready for the pass.
Yeah. I thought he was thinking of Brownlee going to the basket and
Yeah.
going for a rebound if you miss, you know.
Still, the 17-point lead stays on as a familiar stanza in favor of TNT Tropang 5G.
And back to the post.
Wow. Wow. What a move. 22 points.
And that's Scotty Thompson playing defense there. He's not an easy guy to post up or score on.
Plus all the help that he got.
Back to almost a 20-point lead here.
It's a push by Rosario. That's number 4.
Boy.
Let's see if Coach Tim puts Japet Aguilar back in the game.
Well, you can use a goal, whatever.
That's right.
Or maybe even a Torres who gave you 5 points in that second quarter.
Heading. Lost it. Didn't see that there was a handoff from McCullough. Abariento zigzagging. Hangs it in the air. As a follow-up. Scotty on the follow.
He's been very quiet. Those are his first 2 points of the ball game.
Yes, they are. Again, it's a 17-point lead. Heading. McCullough from long distance. No. Ganuelas Rosser with another offensive rebound.
And if that's Troy, that's number 5. Or is it?
It's on Scotty. Third foul.
You're going to see Gray come into the ballgame. Jeremiah.
Meanwhile, a free throw brought to you by McDonald's. Love to pull.
You know, the first game that he came in, he couldn't make a free throw. I mean, he had about 8 misses in that first time that he played. But now he's, you know, he's beginning to get better. Yeah, so much better.
Looking at TNT right now, all the weapons they have on the floor.
Oh, yeah. No, they can all
They're all scorers.
Yeah.
And not only that, you know, look at their height. Because Pogoy is the smallest guy on the floor for them.
Yes. They're using size as a weapon.
Oh,
great.
Oh, he got him.
McCullough caught him. And the drive. And he scores.
And he gives the too small sign to the defender. Yeah, it's too small. Yeah.
McCullough with 13 points. Crossover by RJ. Blocked. Halt. Scotty trying to break down the defense. No.
Everything but the shot. Everything but the score.
You never know. It probably is a better defensive team, but TNT is just really playing great defense tonight.
Biggest lead of TNT, 21. Short on that attempt. Ball is loose. Scotty gathers it. It'll go to Ginebra.
That's not taking anything away from TNT's defense, but tonight they're really exceptional.
Well, it's a desperation type of game.
Yeah, as you check out the Selyado defense of the game, brought to you by Pioneer Elastoseal, Selyado ang bubong, anumang panahon. And you know, when you play with a certain desperation, Dr. J,
you always play better.
Oh, yes. To put it very correctly. Here comes Barrientos to Brownlee. Under the basket, won't score. And the rebound in Pogoy's hand.
That's very frustrating. Even to the crowd of Ginebra. Big crowd here. Actually, we might have 11,000, 12,000.
Yeah, that's the opening day of the series. We had 11,004. In the meantime, that's knocked outside to be retained by Tropang 5G. Kelly Williams back in. Comes in for Ganuelas Rosser.
This is what happens when Troy is out of the game. You can see no real legitimate big guy except for Brownlee on the floor right now.
Simply because Japet's not ready yet, you know. There are games he can help, but he's not ready ever since he got sick.
That pass lost in the corner.
If you look at the other side, the guards of TNT are pretty tall, and then of course you got Kelly out there along with McCullough.
Gray over to Scotty. Nambatak switching over. Scotty brings it down. Hand off to Gray. Shot clock less than 10. Bolt hesitates. Sends it to the side. Yes! Barrientos with a triple.
I was looking at that play, and Kelly sagged off him. And he apologized because he knows that they told him, you don't let that guy open, you know.
Has anybody ever asked RJ if he watched his uncle play?
I probably think that
he way too young. Or?
Yeah, he was still young.
I probably did. 3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Barrientos with 13 points. I often see Johnny give tips to RJ during the huddles.
Well, we know Johnny was awesome. He was just an awesome player.
Those subtle, small moves that would throw off defenses and create his openings.
What I like was the rebounder.
Really?
The best rebounding point guard ever.
Yeah, you know, he and Ronnie Magsanok both averaged like 5 or 6 rebounds a ball game, and I really admired that at that time. But Johnny is smaller than Ronnie.
That's correct. Let me not forget about the Big J. Huh?
But
a better rebounder than both.
But he's 6'1". He's a 6-footer.
He used to be a center for UE.
Yeah. That guy was the best. Our guard rebounder.
61-41. We will start by boxing you out in the bottom. In the meantime, here's Barrientos. Scotty, shot clock at 3.
Yes, good play.
61-43.
And we call a high-low play there.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of the smaller guy.
Roundly now with 14. Nambatak. McCullough lobs it high. There's a foul from the rear by Scotty. If it's Scotty, that'll be 4.
Yeah, he and Rosario are both in the same boat. Key players with 4 personal fouls.
Well, this has been a game where TNT has pretty much controlled the game right from the start.
Like I said, if they continue to play their half-court game, it's hard for Ginebra to come back. It's when TNT begins to take 3-point shots without passing the ball or moving the ball.
Free throw brought to you by McDonald's. Love to do.
And this is bad for Barangay Ginebra. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go. They're in the penalty situation.
Oh, nga pala.
And TNT has no fouls.
63-43. Now this 20-point lead is the redundant refrain for TNT. They'll go down to 15, then they'll go back up to 20. And no real dent as Brownlee tries to find a way. He has 16.
They're going to the only mismatch that they have on the floor.
Oh, that's
and the right thing to do.
Yeah. Oftana, who has exploded and creates.
He was able to get 3 guys off balance there to make that shot.
26 points. $17 in the first half. Barrientos to the side. Scotty.
Yes.
This is always the scary part. They're still down by 17 points, but the crowd is starting to get into the game.
They're murmuring. Near steal. There's a loose ball foul, apparently.
And it's who do you call it on? Pogoy, yeah.
Coach Chud is on the floor right now.
Because he thought that the guy was stepped out of bounds before the attempt on the 3-point shot on the other end. You can see that if you're a coach, if you're on that side.
You could feel it coming, right?
Yeah. it's like you're on the beach and suddenly the weather changes and then. Is that Yuri Escueta standing up there?
Yes.
They're complaining the same thing that they saw, and they're going to get a warning.
Yuri is probably used to getting warnings as a head coach nowadays for some better.
Yes, he is. Not all the time, but
Not all the time.
sometimes. You meet some.
That's a bad thing when you start winning as a coach.
Why?
You begin to complain. When you're losing, oh, when's my next game?
Scotty.
That's a foul.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a blocking foul. That's a good call.
McCullough quick to reach for the sky there.
It's a good foul also.
Only your second team foul.
Players should always know the team fouls, so if you're not in foul trouble, you can get one without it doing any damage. Why not?
Some players are not always aware of that. Yung team foul situation, in time. Brownlee, same route. Oh, the pass too wayward.
And that time, TNT came from the baseline to double team.
I'm going to challenge that, I think.
Ginebra gets they changed the call.
They changed the call.
Yeah.
No need to challenge.
No need to challenge.
Yeah, because it's the right thing.
Scotty 3.
It's a holding foul.
Yes.
Crowd beginning to get rowdy.
You know, you're right, Coach Norman. You wouldn't think that TNT is ahead by 17 right now with the way this crowd is a buzz.
They've had nothing to cheer the whole night.
Yeah.
So they want to get their team going.
Or something.
Yeah, they want their team to get going.
Brownlee. They're trying to pick his pocket. Trying to be elusive and manage to score. Down to 15.
That's just talent there. The defense was solid, but Brownlee can still make those shots.
Oh, almost an interception.
Yeah, well, it was just a foot away. McCullough to the side. McCullough open. Big steps. No, gets his own miss. Here's Octana. Can't find a way. Ball on the ground. Here comes Abarientos. Abarientos rushes. Finds a way. Misses.
There's a call made by a referee on top.
Is it on Pagoy?
Yeah.
So what are they looking at?
Third personal foul of Pagoy.
There was the foul right there.
Are they saying that he maybe an advantage foul?
Or
there's so many players back.
There's the foul given up. Yeah. If there is a cause for giving an extra free throw, you know.
Well, we couldn't see the whole floor to see how many players were ahead. So we'll leave this one to the referees.
65-50. Here's the decision. I think there should be an announcement. Just the facts, 3 minutes and 20 remaining, 65-50. And it looks like we will pause for a
timeout TNT Tropang 5G.
Timeout called by TNT Tropang 5G.
Mga kababayan!
We'll be right back after this.
Right now for our Tap Energy Cam! Take a look at the big screen naman dyan! Show off your feisty energy! Let's go! Ito pa rin ang ating padala ng Energy Camp, brought to us by Tap Send. Sabihin sa mga kamag-anak abroad to send money to the Philippines with Tap Tap Send and get additional $20 on your first send. Para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padalove to the Philippines, download Tap Tap Send, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. Sige, pakita nyo lang yung energy nyo! Come on! You know! Tap, tap, tap it up!
Zero fees, high exchange rates.
Okay naman dyan! Show some energy! You know!
Diretso na sa GCash, maya lang ka bands.
How about this girl right now?
Save for more and pila no
Oh,
more.
daddy! Kayo naman dyan!
Tap Tap Send, your remittance best friend. Tap Tap Send.
Sige lang! Come on! Look at these dudes right now! Yeah! Thank you so much! That was your Tap Tap Energy Cam!
Okay, somebody's in the building.
Efer.
Rena is here.
My godson.
65-50 count.
Glad to see him back in the Philippines. Has he announced his plans? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, not much.
I know that Ray Parks will still be playing in Japan next year.
I think he's a free agent now.
No, he still has the rights still belong to Index, right?
Okay. No, I mean for the Japanese league. Anyway, back to play. It's Ginebra's ball.
Who?
No. Brownlee will probably get free throws here as he was fouled on the follow-up.
Yeah. You know, all of a sudden,
yeah,
5 team fouls also on TNT. They had 0 only about 2 minutes ago.
In very quick succession, Dr. Joe.
Yeah.
And Ginebra is starting to make some headway here.
Slowly, no?
Slowly but surely,
It all started with that 3-point shot. They had that 20, made it 17, down to 15. Now they're hoping to cut it down below this 15-point mark.
Down now to 14.
Brownlee's also starting to take advantage of the fact that Pagoy's been guarding him almost the whole game.
Yeah, I'm sure they talked about that at halftime. Hey, Pagoy's guarding you. Johnny, RJ, big guy's guarding you. So let's do something about this. No? Some screens or whatever.
But you can see that Brownlee's trying to attack the offensive boards, take advantage of his size.
Lead is 13. Here's Oftana. Shake, wait, ups the pass at the last moment. They lose it completely. Here comes Ginebra with a chance to cut it down to the closest since it was high at 21. Shot clock at 6. Cut by Scotty. That is, yes.
Momentum is on their side.
I always like the teams that cut off the basketball. They don't just stand on the perimeter. They cut to the basket.
McCullough gets it to go and gets a foul as well. Just when Ginebra was brewing up something, McCullough comes to the rescue.
And Andy, that's what a quality import does. He quiets the crowd, gets the momentum back. That's a great play there by Ginebra. Scotty passing off to Gray. And this is just bully basketball here.
Yeah, you know, and understanding the situation. I want to go to the free throw line if I miss. Not be shooting 3-point shots.
Yeah.
And he misses the free throw, however.
This is it. He has 15 points. The lead is 13. Here's Koo. Inside to Brownlee as we go into the last 2 minutes of the third.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot by Koo.
Oh! That might be costly.
That is the second time they have missed layups here.
Here's Oftana.
This is the bread and butter for TNT tonight.
Back inside. Turn around. Yes!
It's there again for them.
Really hurts the momentum when you miss a layup. No?
And that was a great play. Good cut coming from Koo. And he missed the shot.
Almost a gimme there, you know. Nobody was in front of him. Well, it happened. 69-54. The lead is back to 15. Up to 16 now. Gray, Abarientos. Shot clock reduced to less than 10. To Brownlee. Pogoy knocks it out, then says hi to the Ginebra bench.
And sits down with them. Pogoy has a great sense of humor.
He's a likable guy. Seems like a great teammate. You know, all these years, you rarely see him have any type of temper tantrums or...
With his team, you know.
Yeah, that's right. So.
Just a cool dude. Here's a separation for a three. Umakyat sa hagdanan si Octana. Merong loose ball foul sa ilalim. Ginebra ang foul. Is that go?
2 shots.
Isaac go. It was on Ralph Koo again. Isaac go had come in to replace Brownlee, give him a little rest, you know.
Yeah, both teams have rested their imports.
It's 71-54.
10 points in the ball game here for Jordan Heading.
Yeah, he definitely has picked it up, Andy, in this game compared to the last game.
Yeah, he, as Andy pointed out, just driving more to the basket.
This might have been the best substitution Chud has made today, getting Pogoy out of the game, particularly while Brownlee's out.
I mean, earlier you saw Don Montiveros and diehard basketball fan, comedian Bayani at Bayani. Bayani can play. I played against him. He shot a 3-point shot on me.
Can you remember that? Huh?
Yes, I will never forget. And that drive will work.
It's possible for Ginebra to cut this lead down to 10 by the end of this quarter.
Yes,
they keep on doing this. Because right now we have some guys there that are not real defenders on the part of TNT on the floor. You know?
You know, when you play Ginebra, there's always that possibility, you know, that torrent of comeback just pouring down on the court.
There's no time to relax.
Yeah, when you play this team, in the meantime.
Because their fans make you feel like, you know, they're down by 20, but they're really only down by 5, you know.
What makes this decision? You have to have a guy that has control of the game, and you put Castro in this last minute. Plus, Kelly, you know, 2 veteran guys, you know how to cool down the players, make them relax.
First, the familiar picture of Scotty Thompson shooting free throws and his wife, Jinky, applauding.
Nice to see Scotty pick up his offensive game here in the third quarter, plus his passing.
7 points for Scotty. It is another 15-pointer. Castro at the helm. 44 seconds remaining. Long three. Wow! Wow!
You know, a point guard like that who knows how to manage the time.
Yeah, he drew the defense in and made that pass to his teammate.
76-57. Suddenly it's 19. Scotty. Abarientos against Aurin. Turnaround shot. That'll work for Gray.
10 seconds left here in the quarter.
Castro looked at the clock. Here's Nambata. Rushes. Forces it up. There's a foul.
They get a good break there because that's 2 free throws. That's a big break for TNT.
A 4-point shot or a 3-point shot?
No, he drove in all the way down to past that line already.
It's a 4-point.
It's a 4-point shot, huh? isn't it?
Yes, that one earlier.
Yes, by Nambata.
Right now it's 2 free throws for him.
Yeah.
With 0.8 of a second. 0.6, I'm sorry.
The favorite number of the first game, 0.6. At the end game.
The alley-oop.
Yeah, free throw brought to you by McDonald's. Love ko to. You know, you should give me fries for every time I say McDonald's, huh? I'm saying this about 100 times tonight. You gotta give me fries for every time I say McDonald's. And every time I visit the McDonald's, you have to give me free coffee.
Together with me, man.
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. And this, game number 2, still has TNT Tropang 5G full control. And let's see if Ginebra has one last rally in the 4th quarter coming up.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Let's summarize game number 2 so far. If in the first game, Ginebra had the edge in assists 30-17, as early as the first quarter, Tropang 5G had the edge in assists 7-0, and they even had a big run where Ginebra could not score. And then in the perimeter, they've been scoring as well.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can see Octana really on the ball together with Pogoy here.
Variety of sources of points, and of course, Calvin Octana, who had 17 in the first half of play, added 9 more in that third quarter, for a total of 26, just doing everything from almost every post and position on the floor. So, it's a big lead, Coach Norman, 78-59. So many things that Ginebra has to do differently in the next 12 minutes.
Well, I'm sure one thing Coach Chutt has been looking at is the fact that they have been able to get off town and more involved in the offense today. And that has helped his team a lot.
Now, Ginebra needs somebody to spark perhaps a last rally here in the fourth quarter.
In SD, right?
Yep. Castro. Now for control. There's a whistle. Yes, I hear Peter Gallo's whistle.
Called on go.
It's going to be on go.
Yeah.
For holding.
Against Kelly Williams, who was setting the top high pick.
You don't really want to pick up those type of fouls because you don't want to go into penalty early.
Which they did in the third quarter.
Yeah. Shot clock down to 9. Castro sends it to the corner. And he is unstoppable.
He had 2 assists for Jason Castro since he came into the floor. Both of them, long shot.
Yeah, penetration and dishing off to his teammates.
Used to do that all the time with Jimmy Arapad.
That's right. Yep. 29
Oh, that's a nice attempt. Oh, it didn't go in. I thought it was in.
Pinto, first time on the floor here. Goss sets, fires.
That is his shot.
He has a shot like that.
People don't realize that, but he is a decent three-point shooter when he has his foot set, no? Good balance.
Let's see which coach blinks first as far as bringing back their import.
Corner. Go with the rebound, uncontested. Pinto. Go. The most
nice pass.
Oh, this is a short stab that works.
Yeah, Aurin missed that shot and he missed his defensive assignment on this end.
And 5G will utilize a timeout. It's 81-64 here in the fourth quarter.
With Ginebra getting some runs in the third quarter, ang sabi ni Coach Chot Reyes, relax, we're good. Do not panic and stay composed. Let's try to win the fourth quarter and we'll be able to do that by keeping the discipline sa ating execution on both ends, lalo na sa depensa kahit pa nakakascore ang Ginebra. Gentlemen?
Yep. Can't panic right now when Ginebra's on an upsurge here. 81-64 here in the fourth quarter. 10:35 to go. Crowd really getting a kick out of the PBA game experience.
The kiss cam.
Yeah, we play games with the fans here.
Full court defense coming from Ginebra.
It's almost like the third unit for Ginebra on the floor right now.
The team is seeing what he can do. If they're going to come close, he can bring back the guys. If they're not really going to come back in, he can rest them because their next game is Sunday for both teams.
Only 1 day of prep, no?
Yeah.
It's just 17-point lead, though.
Yeah, so you look at it, you know, see if you can get it down to 11, you know, you bring back your guys.
Which TNT did in game number 1. An 18-point lead was reduced and they even led by 5.
They're getting a lot of calls, though. I mean, and Castro is going to go to the free throw line on that foul.
Both those fouls went against Nards Pinto.
Yeah. Nards a tough defender, you know that. And of course, Jason's no longer as quick as he was before.
But he's on the line for the McDonald's free throw.
He still got game.
Yeah, Jason's still tricky now.
Si Bayani at Bayani.
Oh, how are you?
Ano Bayan? Bayani.
Look at that smile.
I did an event with him.
That was a
He's
sour
a funny
smile.
guy. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But he can play. He can really play.
Yeah, if he made 3-point shot over you, he can play.
Yeah, any day. I accepted it. Gray. Fall away, baby. No. Rebound. Tussle. Stay with Ginebra.
That's some,
Right now, he's got the entire bench on the floor.
Oh, yes.
Ginebra.
Yeah. Lead is 19.
Go.
You know, that 17-point lead, that's been the poem of the evening for TNT. That shot, no. Rebound, battle. Go, fights for it.
Yeah.
And he has 5 points.
Using his size.
He's got some contributions from Torres. He got 5. From Go, he has gotten 5, you know.
Long 4.
Oh!
We can't forget about Gambata.
No, you can't.
He can kill you.
And he has preserved and restored a 21-point lead.
You know, playing as a shooting guard is easier for him. As today, you do the playmaking, I do shooting. Another one by Go.
And he will shoot a free throw here.
And I think what's happening right now, Andy, is exactly what you said. Tim is wondering
if I can get this down to 11.
Yeah. Get my guys back in and try to make a run.
This is a panalo play of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng TNT.
But
panalo yan for. Yes, Dr. J.
But Chot can't afford to lose. That's why he has to bring back his import. You know, I ain't waiting.
Nice.
He hasn't brought him back yet.
Isaac Go finally playing a long history of managing injuries as well.
Yeah. Oh, but he had his best year with Terra Firma. And that's why he became, you know, when they even had to pressure San Miguel almost all the way to the semis.
That's why he became in demand, too.
Yeah.
As far as teams wanting to get him.
No, that won't stay down for Glenn Cobutin.
Down to 18. Plenty of time left in this ball game.
8:44. Decision. They want to go. Go, hook shot.
Yes. Isaac Go.
10 points in the ball game all of a sudden.
And quickly, 10 points at that.
So Coach Chuck will blink first as McCullough is coming back in the game.
Lead is 16.
But it also gives Seb, it also gives him a look at a guy that he can use in the series.
Yeah.
No matter what happens in this ball game.
Boy, the shooting of TNT tonight.
Yeah. It's out of this world.
And a lot of these shots are coming with hands in their faces.
Yes.
They're still making them. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah. Great hands again by Pogoy.
Castro will sit down. He's done his job.
And so will Pogoy. No?
Heading back in. Nambatak zips it over to McCullough. Thought about it. Gray, 3 for a 3. No. Gray. Go whirling around. Handoff. 3.
Yes.
It's a 4, actually. Down to 15. McCullough to the side. Open. It won't stay down. Boom. 4. Yes. It's a 3, I think.
Yeah, 3.
Yes, it's a 3. And Ginebra has woken up. Lead is down to 12. Watch this again. Use that 4. And here's another one.
Stepping on the line, yes.
And we'll segue into a timeout. 90-78 with 6:51 to go. Back with us here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. A big resurgence by Ginebra, cutting down what was once a 21-point lead to now just 12. 90-78 is the count.
And they're doing it on the backs of their bench players. No? So obviously, now you have Brownlee coming back into the ball game also, but you continue to stay with Gray and Koo. You know, Bas Barrientos has also come back.
Yeah, John Abbey stays on.
Yeah.
And that's 7 straight points for Gray.
And the pressure defense.
Nearly a 5-second call. Here's the lead pass to Oftana. Oftana looks inside. Downstairs to McCullough. Shot clock down to 13. Touch passing. Yes!
And that's the way you want to come out of a timeout.
Yes.
That was their second timeout in this quarter.
Well, they went right into the post, moved the basketball, and got an easy score off of it.
92-78 tally here. Brownlee, Gray, thought about it. Who wants to go back to the import? Brownlee and company are down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. Brownlee trying to create opening and gets it to trickle in.
Yeah. There's no way that Jordan Hilton can defend against Brownlee. So they were looking for a foul too.
Here's McCullough, top of the deal. Under 6 minutes to go. Corner flip. No. Abis collects it.
Plenty of time left in this ball game. 5:40.
This is a big play for Ginebra. If they can score, gets them a little bit closer.
Muntik nang masundot ni McCullough. Abis trying to hand up. Sends it to Koo. Koo looking, searching, backs it, misses. Rebound, Brownlee, twisting jab, nowhere to go.
He looked like he got hit in that play. No?
The Ginebra bench is asking for a foul.
Looked like he got hit. Even their fans here.
Approaching the 5-minute mark of the final quarter. Yusuf Dana, who has 29. That won't work. And Abis picks it up. Open is cool.
Oh, that would have been a big one.
Halfway in.
They're going to probably challenge this.
It looked like he got hit by Abis, but it may have gone off the hands of McCullough after he hit it. So they're challenging it. It seems that that's what they saw. And that's their first challenge. So if he's successful, he still has to challenge.
A lot of times the coaches get upset because they're saying if you make the right call,
we wouldn't have to use our challenge.
I won't have to use my challenge anymore.
Now if I'm broke, I have no more challenge.
Head Coach Challenge brought to you by Arena Plus, the official game partner of the PBA and the #1 sports book in the Philippines. You know, refs around the world, they find that the most difficult call to make, yung possession, ano? Looks like Abis, I speculate, might have been on top of it. Let's see.
That's off of Rosa.
That's also true.
That's what Tim would be upset about, the fact that they had to use their challenge.
After po ng review, last touch po si Bacolod. Ang challenge po ng Ginebra ay successful. Possession po ng Ginebra.
And they will still have a challenge left.
I got the color right, but I got the player wrong. It was McCullough.
Okay. In the meantime, and finally, there is that decision, and this one will be Ginebra ball. And we'll take a break for a timeout. Back with us here for the final 4 minutes and 50.6 seconds of the fourth quarter of game number 2. Of course, Ginebra taking the first game just a few days ago, 102-100. I'm Sam Sarmenta together with the doctor, Andy Howe, and Coach Norman Black. Ginebra trying to come up with one final big surge here. 4:50 remaining. They've cut down what was once a 21-point lead. As we take a look at the number of championships, Ken Con is there, and my partner here also has 11. Baby Dalupan has 15. Austria has 15.
That's an awesome number, though, by Tim Cone.
Yeah.
25 championships.
Yeah, he's not going to be broken.
Oh, that'll work.
What a play. It's down to 10.
And all of a sudden, Calvino Panas began to miss. You know, he's been taking some, you know, open shots, but they're not exactly enriching shots.
Here's McCullough. Fires from 17. Drops it.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's painful. And you're working so hard to get back in the game, and then comes down and makes a jump shot that easily.
It's a 3. It's long. It doesn't work. Abis thought about knocking that 3, but it did not bite. Here's Brownlee.
That's a foul.
Yeah. But that's only their second team foul. But that's number 5 on.
And, you know, players don't get credit for that, but that's just a smart play by Pagoy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be a side throw.
But it's his 5th foul, so he has to sit down at this stage. Very valuable player to lose at this early in this quarter.
So you're saying, Coach Norman, there's a strategic way to use your fouls as well.
No question, yeah. If they're not in penalty, you just get a side throw. It does hurt Pagoy. He got that 5th foul, but he can still come back in the game.
It's a 3.
Oh! Hey, this guy is really good in this conference.
And the lead is down to 9 from a high of 21.
The first time he has come down to a single digit.
Yes, it has. McCullough hit a fired dowser earlier. He's trying to shake free. Throws it up. Well, probably shoot free throws here.
Yeah, that was good defense by Ku until the very end.
Yeah, they put a little, you can see he put a little forearm on him. I mean, this RJ is just too much, isn't it?
I mean, what can you ask for on the defensive end?
The defense is there. I mean, he just takes a little step back and he's able to get that backspin on the ball.
Free throw brought to you by McDonald's. Love Couture.
And he has missed the free throw now at this stage. You talk about that when you get another free throw.
Which one?
About the fries.
Yeah. And the lead is back to twin digits, 95-85. But this game far from over, 3:30 remaining. Abarrientos. And listen to this crowd roar! Abarrientos now with 19. And it's a 7-point game. Heading. Shot clock at 3. McCullough has blocked. And here comes Ginebra. They can cut it down even more. Abarrientos is tied up. Cool. Brownlee. All the way. No. Rebound taken away by Octana.
Good defense by McCullough.
McCullough driving hard against Cole. To the side. Heading. Yes!
That's a big shot. Coach Tim is on the floor looking for a foul.
2:34 to go, and the lead is back to 10. we will be right back. Back with us at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. And since Tim Cone walked onto the court, he has not moved from where he is standing right now.
He called the timeout, but he allowed his assistant coaches to talk to the players. He wasn't happy because he felt that there should have been contact called on the drive by Brown.
By the way, come Sunday, PBA hies over to the SM Mall of Asia Arena for Game 3 of the best of 7, regardless of what happens
In this ball game, yes. And regardless of what happened, that's going to be a full crowd there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that three-point shot. Yeah. I mean, remember when Michael used to do that? It's like, who's guarding me? I don't care who's guarding me. Doesn't matter. But this is a big three-point shot also by Eddie. Because it brings the lead back to 10 and gives them some breathing space.
Yes. Yeah. And douses some water on the energy of Ginebra, but they are in possession. By the way, good news to all our kababayans in the Middle East. You can now enjoy 24/7 PBA action and access to all live games on PBA Rush via OSN TV. Visit www.osn.com for more details. You're giving me this long plug here in the last 2 minutes. Okay, anyway, it's done. Yeah, this is suddenly catching fire here. That'll work!
Yeah, they would give him the 2 points, but they don't want him shooting 3-point shots or 4-point shots.
21 for Barrientos. McCall at the point of attack. Last 2 minutes. Heading. McCall heading. Not this time. Ball is loose and they have time. They can burn some time here.
Big rebound. Big rebound.
One second on the shot clock. Nothing there. Lead pass. Avis trying to get the foul. Scores.
Hey, this is a long way to go. 131.
And it's down to 6.
Two possession game.
Shot clock down to 10. Nambata heading down to 3. Nambata 4. Not this time. And here comes Avis. Brownlee looking ahead. Brownlee drives, scores. And this crowd comes to life. And watch this play as we hang on the air here. Hang on to the air. Just unstoppable. And here's that last sequence. Brownlee finding room.
Well, they felt the pressure. Yeah. And because you don't have what you would really call a legitimate point guard, you know, with Nambatak and Heading both holding the ball on the outside, no play was created.
No, you're right. Huh?
And that's the reason why they brought Bogoy back. They had to bring Bogoy back. And you can see Castro talking to the guys there. You know, you have to go to your play. You cannot just hold on to the ball and hope and what's the attendance? 11,000. I missed it by about 500.
Yeah. No, you're close. You're close.
Yeah, I said 11, but it's 11,510.
It also didn't help in that last play that McCullough took a long time getting back on defense.
Yeah.
They were able to slow down Brownlee, and he was able to still make a move to the basket.
And on the previous play, because it was a guard that took the shot, there was nobody to come back and play safety guard against Abyss with the layup. Looks a big crowd here, and they're coming back. Plenty of time.
So basically, you're talking about 3 layups in a row for Ginebra.
Ginebra.
Keep in mind, if you're just switching over to us, TNT Tropang 5G had as much as a 21-point lead, held on to it for several occasions, down to 17 on several stretches, but now it's just a 4-point game.
Well, execution is really important right now for TNT. What they don't want to do is let that shot clock run down like they did the last couple of times, and it gets down to just a couple of seconds on the clock and you have to force up a shot.
Yes, and they'll be under duress.
And then when you miss, Norm, it's almost always if the other team gets a rebound, they're going on a...
They're gone already.
They're going to rush to the other side.
Now some pressure in the backcourt. That's just a one-possession game right now. We have a 4-point shot.
Yes, we do.
But TNT, somebody else has to come back.
Yeah, but that's why Pugoy has been brought back in.
Heading will draw a double team. The lead pass, McCollum. They'll hang on to it as long as they can. Abyss trying to pursue McCollum. Difficult angle. No. And here comes Ginebra. Brownlee again. Abyss will dance in the air. Lost control.
Oh, he lost control.
30 seconds to go.
Well, give TNT some credit for getting back on defense.
Yes, they did. Here's Octana. And got fouled off that difficult angle that he tried.
But you could almost see that if you were Ginebra players, that he was going to go for the basket. You know. And
Take a look at this.
He lost the ball in midair.
He lost it, yeah.
And he was angled off by Heading also.
Yep. Well, let's see. Octana only has 3 points in this 4th quarter. Total of 29. Now 2 free throws.
It's always amazing to me, though, about the Ginebra never say die.
If you have
They've been down the whole game.
But if you have a crowd like that, it's also, you have to pay tribute really to Team Condaway. You know, he went with his second team.
Yeah, that's right.
And if I can come back, I'll come back. If not, okay, I'll wait for game number 3. You know?
Two crucial free throws.
Big free throws by Octana. He's had a big night, though.
Yeah.
That's 31 points for Calvin Octana. And in Ginebra timeout with 18.7. 6-point lead by TNT. Tropang 5G will hang on to the air. So game 3 will be at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Should be a delicious one. If this trend continues, the series will be tied at 1 game apiece. And it's been close and tied despite the 21-point lead earlier.
You know, you're not even getting the contributions that you usually get from Scotty Thompson. Rosario was also in foul trouble the whole night. Japet played very limited minutes.
Even Holt, for that matter.
Yeah, that's the guy. Because actually, Gray played better than Holt.
That's right. Well, if you are Chut Reyes right now, you probably want to keep the ball out of the hands of RJ as much as possible.
And this is the game reset.
And you do not suck off Brownlee either.
Well,
those two guys, anybody else, you know. Because RJ will pass to Brownlee, and Brownlee may take a 3 or 4 point shot.
That's right.
Fans still having some fun with our game experience crew here. While the coaches hard at work trying to close this game.
I'm looking at the lower back section. There are a lot of standing people, people standing in the lower back section.
And the PBA has been drawing some good crowds lately.
Well, they really had, I was telling Willie, you had a blockbuster coming. Can you imagine if Ball was playing? Because Ball has his own following.
Oh. Yeah. And a lot of people wanted to see Ball.
Play against them, you know. Holt is coming in now, so he's an additional outside shooter.
Once again, you have Roser guarding the much smaller RJ Abrientos.
And they have 1 foul to give. Ginebra, TNT has 1 foul to give.
You'll probably see this the rest of the series, though. They're going to put a bigger guy on him.
They'll adjust it. And there is the 4-point shot.
Can't elevate. He does now. No. And that is probably the size of
they were going to go for the 4-point shot.
You have to give TNT credit. I mean, they've been in control of this game right from the start.
But they almost lost control.
And surviving the return, the rampage of Barangay Ginebra. Well, in the first game, Ginebra survived the comeback of TNT Tropang 5G. 5G even led by 5.
But that's the way this series is going.
Yeah, they're very close all the way. Huh?
You can be up by 20 and the game's not over.
And it's been a beautiful series so far. The only hope we have is that nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, for both sides.
Injuries.
Yeah, for both sides.
Hopefully they will be at full strength for the entire series.
McCallum missing his second 2 free throws here in this quarter. Chuck knows it's not yet over yet. 11.2 seconds left. They have a timeout. So
the timeout by Ginebra, and the lead is 7. Let's still try to run something here. But the key thing here, as we go into this break, we'll be right back. And we are down to the last 11.2 seconds. TNT Tropang 5G has a 7-point lead at 101-94.
I wonder if the story continues in the next game. Because it's been one team controlling the game practically the whole game and the other team coming back.
Well, that shows that both coaches are making adjustments.
Yeah, they are.
Brownlee with 24 points, Abrientos with 22. See if they're able to get a shot off.
Ooh, taking a little too long, and Abrientos, that's a foul.
The foul to give. And they used it.
It's a smart play. They still have one more to give.
No more. You only have one in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We changed the rule, right?
Brownlee turn around. No, and
over.
This game is done.
And that might be Octana's double-double also with that rebound.
And we are done. TNT has tied up the series at 1 game apiece. And as we head into Sunday for Game 3, the winner will try to establish a 2-1 lead in the series. Close and tight all the way, despite the big lead of TNT. Same thing that happened in Game 1, where Ginebra had as much as an 18-point lead. Our best player for the game, gentlemen.
There's no question. I think that is Calvin Octana, 31 points. I think he had double-double. I think he had 10 rebounds at least in this ball game.
Yes, you're right.
Correct.
So, you know, one of his better games. Not that strong in the fourth quarter, but he kept them with the lead throughout the game.
He got them off to a good start, which is really important with them coming off that last loss in game number 1.
There was no defensive player that could stop him in the early part of this ball game.
A lot of their post-ups led to him getting open shots on the other side of the floor.
Okay, and that'll do it for game number 2. Series is tied now at 1 game each, 101-94. And that'll do it for Dr. J and Coach Norman Black with me here. And also Apple David. We'll see you on Sunday, 7:30 in the evening. Our venue changes. We'll see you at the SM Mall of Asia Arena on Sunday. So here we are. The series is tied at 1 game each as the coaches will go back to their familiar drawing boards. Plot out something new. Try new strategies and hope that the players will continue to respond. And they will, most likely, because this is the PBA.
Game 2 belongs to the TNT Tropang 5G, and I'm joined by our best player of the game, Calvin Octana. Calvin, congratulations. You managed to equalize this series despite comebacking Barangay Ginebra. Anong nakatulong sa pag-close out ng game na ito?
Siguro yung composure lang ng team. Alam na natin yung Ginebra talaga na magka-comeback talaga ng ganun eh. So yung NSD nga nila, di ba? Never say die na spirit nila. Pero I'm happy sa team na overcome yun, yung run ng Ginebra. And moving forward for the next game sa Sunday.
Visibly more attempts on the floor today as you exploded for 31 points. Ano ba? How did you find your way around the defense of Barangay Ginebra?
Yung defense naman nila, sobrang tight naman talaga eh. I'm just taking advantage kung ano yung binibigay sa akin and yung suporta ng mga teammate ko. And ganun.
Calvin, maraming fans ang nag-aabang dito sa likod natin and sa sides here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Any message you would like to send out to them as you go into Game 3 of the finals?
Una-una sa lahat, binabati ko yung wife ko, yung Octana family, Novera family, Villahermosa family, Drilon family, Anza and Nele family. Sa mga katropa, salamat sa suporta mga katropa. Kita-kita ulit tayo sa Sunday and sa lahat po ng fans ng PBA, kita-kita po sa Sunday. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Calvin Octana. Once again, our best player of the game. Now it's time to hear from our winning coach, Chot Reyes.
Coach Chot, you tied the series 1 win apiece. You were up by 19 going to the fourth quarter, lost the lead, but escaped with a victory. What What's the conversation gonna be like in the locker room later?
About not relaxing. We kept reminding the players in the huddle when we were up by big that not to let their guards down, because we all know the caliber of a team that Ginebra has. They'll always come back. So they got some good production from their bench, from Abis, from Gray and Isaac Go. And their second unit completely outplayed our second unit again for the second game in a row. So that's the conversation that we're going to have in the dugout today.
Ginebra took game number 1, 102-100 at this very same venue, and therefore TNT Tropang 5G was eager to tie up this series. And they were off to a good start, Dr.
Yeah, they played with a lot of intensity and focus on the ball game right away. And you can see that they had a 7-0 start here, no? And they missed a lot of shots too. But Ginebra just couldn't buy a basket in the beginning.
Took too long for Ginebra to finally get going. TNT established the early rhythm and the early lead. Troy Rosario, however, had the basket.
But foul trouble really kept him from scoring a little bit more, which he has been contributing to this team. And McCullough getting to that spot that he really loves, no?
McCullough, he likes that 15-footer, Doctor.
Yeah, he steps in and gets into that 15-footer. Brownlee was missing at the beginning of this game, but then he started to get going here also.
Brownlee had 8 points in this opening quarter, matching McCullough's 8 as well. And then Oftana continued to fire away. And Oftana at the end of the first quarter was already in double digits.
Yeah,
he had 8, sorry. He had 8.
But he had a game here, and that's a big 15-point lead. That's what you call a big plus to start off a ball game.
Yes. Castro had limited minutes, but he also made a contribution.
Yeah, 3-point shot here. But every time he went on the floor, he was contributing positively. That was the most important thing.
And I like you and Norman's comments about RJ Abarientos and how hard he is to stop. He made that. It was considered a 2-pointer, but he got a free throw as well.
But what we will have to say about this guy is he has talent, but he has now super confidence in his ball game. And that was given to him by the coaching of Tim Cone and the staff.
Right. Now, Ginebra tried to get some dividends out of so many other players like
Torres. Got 5 points in the few minutes he was on the floor.
And then Oftana was unstoppable. Oftana had 17 at the end of the first 2 quarters.
Kelly there with a nice pass, and again, who's there? Oftana with a 3-point shot. And that's a big lead that they had at the end of the first half. No, it's a 15-point lead. They kept their 15-point lead from the first quarter to the second quarter.
Scotty Thompson would find a basket here on a tip-in, but they needed so much more from him as well here tonight.
Well, scoring wasn't there for him today, no? But he did get going in the third quarter, plus a couple of assist passes. But look at this move. Ooh, by Calvin Oftana.
He had 9 more points, and at 26 by the end of the third. That will work.
And that was a good play there by Scotty. Like I said, the assist of Scotty to Jeremiah Gray.
And this set up a 4.
Like Nambata, set up by Jason Castro. And it became a 19-point lead.
Wow, it was high as a 21. But the fourth quarter was dramatic theater, as there was going to be a final comeback from Ginebra from a second unit, but not before Nakbatak nailed another 4.
Those are big shots. But then you have to give it to the what you would call reserve players. As you take a look again at that shot by Nambatak, the reserve players of Barangay Ginebra, they played with a lot of heart. They didn't look at the score, and they played hard. And at the forefront of that was Isaac Go and Jeremiah Gray.
You made a very valuable comment where Team Cone was assessing the situation.
Yeah, see,
as Bogoy knocked that in.
But he's also a big factor. Him getting into foul trouble, 4 fouls, 5 fouls, sacrificing because he has to defend against Brownlee. And what a shot there by Jeremiah Gray.
That got the crowd revved up. And the second and third units were contributors.
And Abarientos just completely demolishes the opponent here.
Boy, these shots do inject enthusiasm and fire into the fans of Ginebra.
Look at that move. And you can hear the roar on the crowd here. Yeah, look at that roar.
And in the end, Ginebra had more points in the quarter, but this one is a big one.
That was a killer there. That eventually was the killer there.
And at the end of the final buzzer, it was TNT emerging victorious, tying up the series 1 game apiece. In behalf of Dr. J and the others, and Coach Norman Black and Apple David, good night.
Hello again, PBA fans. It's Carla Lizardo Sulit at nagbabalik ang ating live chat party here on our One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. The final score for Game 2 of our PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals, TNT taking the win 101-94 against Barangay Ginebra. The series is now tied at 1-1. There were 11,510 fans enjoying this game at the Smart Arena at the Coliseum, and of course, hundreds of thousands tuned in sa ating YouTube channel and online platforms to enjoy this game, which was equally as exciting as game number 1. TNT was holding on to a double-digit lead, ballooning up to 21 points here in this game. But just like what happened in game number 1, parang bumaliktad lang, no? Biglang dumikit ang laban in the last 5 minutes of the game after those consecutive drives to the hoop by Barangay Ginebra, just trying to cut down that lead. But Calvin Oftana was able to sink those crucial free throws to give TNT some breathing room. And then McCullough was then fouled and got 2 more free throws to go on and have TNT get the win to tie the final series at 1-1. Calvin Oftana was the best player of the game. He had a big performance, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 5 out of 10 from the 3-point area. Let's look at the stats, how TNT was able to get this win. Kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung question of the day. Sino bang mananalo sa 3-point shootout between these two teams? Ang sagot natin, tabla lang sila because Ginebra was able to hit 9 out of 25 3-pointers here tonight. TNT was able to get 9 out of 29 from the 3-point area. So both teams hitting 9 threes here tonight. But the TNT starters really made their presence felt, scoring 84 versus 54 against the starters of Barangay Ginebra. And TNT also leading when it comes to perimeter points, 47-35. Now let's check out the top players from this game. Again, Oftana, best player of the game, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 5 out of 10 from the 3-point area. McCullough making his presence felt as well, 19 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists, followed by Jordan Heading with 14 points and 5 assists. Para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, it was Justin Brownlee leading the way with 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. RJ Barrientos, after a relatively quiet first half, uminit na naman ang shooting in the second half. He ended up with 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, followed by Jeremiah Gray with 13 points, 3 rebounds, hitting 9 in the fourth quarter. Let's check out the highlights from the second half. After hitting his first 3 in the dying seconds of the second quarter, RJ Abarientos did not waste any time, opening the third quarter with another 3-pointer. TNT still with a comfortable lead here, 53-36. Calvin Oftana goes up and under and finishes the basket. Then we have Brandon Ganuelas Rosser attacking the hoop and scores. TNT is still up 63-45 here in the third. Staying hot as Calvin Oftana drives in for another two-pointer. Scotty Thompson, pretty quiet here in this game para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, but he answers from the three-point line, trying to close that gap here in the third quarter. Jeremiah Gray finishes off the pass from Scotty Thompson, cutting the lead to 11, but Reynam Batak drains from the 4-point area, giving TNT a 19-point lead over the Gin Kings. Now we move on to the fourth quarter. RR Pugoy just keeps the scoring going para dito sa TNT to maintain their lead. Still up by 19. Jeremiah Gray, though, magic bunot for today para dito sa Ginebra, hits back-to-back baskets from beyond the arc. He was one of the top scorers from the bench. RJ Abarientos, always the hot hand, also hits back-to-back threes, cutting the lead down to just 7. 1 minute to go in the game. Brownlee attacks, drops in a 2, trimming the lead down to just 4 points here in the fourth quarter. But TNT was able to maintain their composure. They were able to sink crucial free throws, and they go on to tie the final series at 1-1. Now, before we all get some rest, time for some final shout-outs. Hi to Joshua from General Trias, Mark from QC, sabi ni username, I'm new here. He's watching from Melbourne, Australia. Aleth is watching from Bulacan. John from Malolos. We have John from Italy. Jeanette from Cebu. Jonel from Saudi Arabia. Nakakatuwa, we have PBA fans from all across the country and all across the world. Si Johnny is watching from Lipa. We have the Bakay fam watching. We have Divino from Gapan. Demok and Jake are watching from Bicol. Jericho is celebrating his birthday tomorrow daw, so happy birthday, Jericho. Hi to CJ Reyes, Ruel watching from Camiguin, and the Andres family. Salamat sa pagtutok sa ating PBA Commissioners Cup Finals here on our One Sports YouTube channel. Now, I'm inviting everyone to hang out sa ating next PBA live chat that will happen sa Finals Game 3 between Barangay Ginebra San Miguel and TNT Tropang 5G on Sunday, June 7, 7:30 p.m. If you want to watch live, lilipat sila from the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The game will be at the Mall of Asia Arena. So go ahead and secure your tickets now. Pero kung hindi kayo makakanood sa venue, don't worry because we will be live right here on our One Sports YouTube channel. And just before we go, just a final reminder sa ating mga nanonood na PBA fans from all across the world, kung kailangan nyo magpadala ng pera sa inyong pamilya dito sa Pilipinas, please check out TapTapSend. Para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padalove to the Philippines, download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. And for the latest in the world of sports, please don't forget to follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. Once again, my name is Carla Lizardo Sulit, and I'll catch you in our next live chat party.